Yo, how you doing, people? How are you all doing? I hope you're doing well. Give us a quick little thumbs up in the chat if you can hear me, because I did have problems last week with my audio. So give us a quick little thumbs up if you can hear me. That'd be much appreciated. Cheers, everyone. Hi, Benedict. Just double check that everyone can hear me. What's going on? A bit of luck. I can hear you, says Jaden. Fantastic. Cool. That's brilliant. Hopefully, we'll have no issues with the internet. That's what I'm hoping. I haven't yet sussed it, but I have done a little upgrade. I'm now using a wire connection to my router. See if that's cured it. Just going to double check my my cam mic settings. Make sure they're low enough as well. Advanced settings. Yeah, 480. See how that gets on. Hopefully, we'll have no problems. Can't guarantee nothing though. We'll see how we get on. So, how you all been? We've been doing okay over here, but obviously a bit of bad news. I shall let that drop in a minute, and we'll just see how we get on. What have I been up to? Busy week, really. Busy in the shed. Got a chainsaw going for my mate Taff. Not the one he wanted though. It's the other one he wants me to get going. I've got one going for him, so that's him out the woods with that. Picked up a couple of mowers, 3 mowers over the past week or so. Came in a nice little Mazport with an aluminium deck and a Quocast 21-inch power drive, and also been working on a Hater 56. I released a video just today and I think Wednesday. Little Hater Hawk, I think it was, which I got in from that recycle site. But again, that wasn't a job lot from bloke lives down the road. I got that all up and running, and obviously done a comparison on a cheap Amazon carburetor today. However, since then, a bloke contacted me and he said he's got a Hater 56 that he was looking to do a trade on. And originally he said what he wanted to do was to swap my Hater 41 Hawk for the Hater 56, and a bit of money going his way. And I'm not really into doing deals like that. I'd much rather just do a straight swap or something like that and move on with my day. So I left it be, and then he came back to me about 3 or 4 days later on, saying, "Could we not do a deal?" So yeah, I'm happy to do a deal, but I'm not exchanging cash, you know. So he said, well, he's just moved into a new property, one of his ones with small gardens, and how about doing a straight swap for a Hater Hawk 41 with a Briggs and Strat Classic versus a Hater 56 side drive. Just do a straight swap, like for like. So I said, okay, no problem. So he come over and we did a straight swap, and what have you. I tested his machine, he tested mine, and he was happy, I was happy. So he went away with a 41 and I got in a 56. So I've been working on that today. Let me just share the screen with you. Oh, not today, past 2 days I've been working on that. Share the screen. Let me show you what that looks like at the moment. Or not at the moment, what it looked like. So that's what it looked like when it first come to me. Let me zoom in a bit for you. So there's a Hater 56. As you can see, nice machine, got a big quantum on there, side drive machine, but obviously lots of scuffing and what have you on the deck, and it's the same on the other side as well. So a bit of therapy needed there. Since then, let's go to this one here. I think this is the first after I took the engine off. It's been paint stripped and had some filler primer put over it. So that's the first filler primer session it's had, and then it followed up with second coat of filler primer, which is that one there. So now it's starting to look a bit more sensible. I had a little tiny hole in my deck here, which I fiberglassed and sanded over, which now you can't really see. And I think this is the first coat of top primer on top. Yeah, you can just see the yellow going through, and again you can't see. You might be able to see if you look really hard. Where was it? There's a little tiny dink there. I left that one be. No, you can't see it. The hole was about here somewhere. It was here. Two repairs are done there. A little tiny divot there and a big hole here. So did that, and then the last coat went on yesterday afternoon. And there it is with the last coat of primer now on. So now it's ready. So the other side of the shed on the old stand. So now it's ready for top coat green. There's a few marks in it, you know. There's one just there you can see. There's a little tiny divot just there, but you know, it's a Hater 56. It's going to be all it's going to be. So it's not overly super duper duper, but it will certainly do me. It'd be top coated, probably going on to next week. I should start to do that and come off his share screen lock. I don't know when my share screen tab's on there. So let's get rid of that. So yeah, I've been doing that. Let me get rid of these photographs. 1, 2, 3. So yeah, I've been doing that. I've also managed to obtain a you know, I've got the 14. You know, I did the 14S Balmoral from the Queen. That's been and gone. That's since sold, and I have now got another 14S in, and I have now took delivery of a 17 electric start Balmoral in today as well. I picked up 2 other Haters as well during the week. One Hater, Harrier 41 with a Tecumseh on top. Didn't do no videos on those. I wanted to just sort of get them in, get them out, sort of thing. The Tecumseh one wanted just a throttle cable was slightly kinked, so I just straightened up a pair of pliers, put it onto choke, and away it went. That sold for really good money for what I paid for it. Really good money. And then I've also managed to get hold of a Haterette. Newish style one with a quantum on top. That was actually running. I think what did I do with that one? I can't remember now off the top of my head what that one was. I put fuel in it and it ran. It didn't run particularly well. Spark plug, that's right. It had a strimmer spark plug in it. Had the wrong spark plug in there. So I put a B2LM in it and away it went. That's since had a full service, and I've ordered a new set of blades for that, because that's for quad blade system, one of the 4 blades. I think they're here actually. I might be here. Let's have a look. No, that's not it. Yeah. I've got a few parcels. So that's the quad blade system. So they've got the little tiny blades on them. Let me show you. They have individual ones, a bit like a bush hog if you're in America. Little tiny blades like that. The floor blade system. So I've got a set of them, 4 of those. I had to struggle a bit to get the old ones off because they are pigs. So I've got that. On top of that, I've got a little parcel here. I don't know if he's in the house, or I think he is in the house. I have seen him, I think. I've got a little parcel here. It's all been duct taped up. I've got a little love letter. Oop, hang on. Got a little love letter here. Let me read it as we go. Hi, Mick. Thanks for a great channel. Debatable. And for all the effort you put into the Saturday Night Lives. Debatable. I just sort of turn up. Please see inside your box of goodies. 1 Airboy blowgun. There you go. Got one of them. And 1 1/4-inch Euro male connector. Now, I don't have the Euro ones, but I've decided I'm going to go over to Euro because it looks like that's going to be the easiest thing to do. So 1 Euro connection. Thank you very much for that. And 1 custom-made Tecumseh primer bulb retainer ring installation tool. And it's got on here Tecumseh primer tool. I don't want to do that. I might just put it in the vise and squeeze it. I might do that live. We'll see how we get on. I know that was a bit of a joke. He's put a little laugh out loud on there as well. Stay safe, my friend, from Klaus, Mr. Hobby Motor. So go and check out Mr. Hobby Motor. I was giving some stick about this air gun. Wasn't really looking for one at all. But he did message me up, or we were talking in the lock-in after the stream. He said, Mick, I'll send you one. Give me your address. I'll send you it. So I know that Bruce's shop's got one. So now I'm on the honours list. I've now got one as well. So thank you very much, Klaus. Much appreciate, my friend, as always. So I got that. Taking delivery of some loads of air filters today. A new belt for the 56 that's come in today, and also a belt cover is coming in for 56. Oh, one other thing too. Let me show you this other thing. This is really cool. So in between doing my jobs, I was on a chat on other people's live streams and what have you, and the Balmorals come with the Tilliston carburetor. For those of you that are familiar, and for those of you who aren't, they generally come with the Tilliston carburetors on there. And on the very, very top, there's a jet right up on there, and they're absolute pigs to get into. Now I know Pete Froud, he's got a 5/16 ring spanner that he's ground right down either side. So it's darn near there's nothing there, no material there at all. And you can just get in there and do little tiny turns on it. Anyway, Henry Morsky, I don't know if he's about. He come up with this. a 6-in-1 screwdriver set. So you got a flathead there and a Phillips, right? That goes into a 6mm socket. You take it out, and then you got another one in here, another flathead Phillips, slightly bigger, and that goes into this side, which is an 8mm. Okay, so it's a multi-tool effectively. However, if you take that one out, you've then got a slimmed down 8mm socket, which is roughly 5/16. Put that on top of the carburetor, undoes that jet absolutely spankingly. So if you do the Balmorals and you struggle to get that jet out on the top, on the Tillistons, these are on eBay and Amazon, about £4. Punch in 6-in-1 screwdriver, it'll come up, and it's got two flatheads, 2 Phillips. There's your 4. 8mm socket, 6mm socket, and it's 8mm socket that fits just right on that Tilliston carburetor. So there you go. So thank you very much for that, Heng Miwarski. Conker sent me a little gift. I don't know what I've done with that. I think it's up in the house. Might be in here. Might be. No, it's not. Something else. He sent me a jet removing device, but it's the wrong one. It's actually for motorbikes, and it's for external jets. We've got a flathead hanging out of them. You can put this device on it. I'll show that in another video. So that's what I've been up to. Apart from that, as some of you may or may not know, give us a thumbs up. There's 72 in the house, if you can be very kind to do so. My gorgeous wife did herself a test today, it's called a lateral flow test. She does 2 a week at home, and my wife's tested positive for COVID, which is not very good. So the house is a bit stressful. It was debatable whether I was going to do a live stream today or not, but like I said, there's nothing I can do. It's out of my hands, out of my power. So, yeah, my wife has tested positive for COVID, unfortunately. That's just one of them things. She's put herself in the firing line, on the front line, looking after people who have got a positive case and are actually just too ill to look after themselves. Mrs. P's put herself in the direct firing line to help other people out, and it's now sort of bit us on the bum, and she's now come home with a positive test herself. So, and I believe it's just come through that one of her muckers who she's mucking with, bloke, I'm not going to say his name, some other fella who she mucks about with at work, he's just done a test, and he too now is positive. So that's 2 on the same ward that work the same day. So she's since been down to one of his drive-through test centres, not McDonald's. Been down to a drive-through centre, had it up my nose, and we should get the results back from that hopefully within 24 to 48 hours. There's a bit of a sitting on the old stewing pot waiting. Hopefully the lateral flow test just threw a bit of a wobbler and chucked out a random result. It has been known, but they're not 100%. However, Mrs. Pisa is indoors trying to watch TV, trying to have a bath, and just trying to relax whilst Riley Boy wants kisses and cuddles, which we can't do. And so now we're now on lockdown ourselves. We're now isolating for 10 days, which I found great joy in telling my boss. So yeah, keep Mrs. P in your prayers for me. Give her a little heart emoji if you've got one spare. But like I said to Mrs. P, if you put yourself on the front line, at some point you're going to get shot. It's as simple as that. And she's been shot. So hopefully she's had her jab, which is what it is. She's had her jab, and so's Nana. So the 2 most important people in my entire life, Nana P and Mrs. P, have both had their first jab. So hopefully, touch wood, they'll be okay. I've not had mine yet. So it's what it is, people. So just keep her in your thoughts, please, if you would be so kind. Hopefully we'll be able to get through this with no one getting too ill. At the moment, no one's showing no symptoms or anything like that. She does feel crap, but no doubt you've had a positive test. It's a bit like when you're 18 years old and you get a positive pregnancy test, or you get the old hot sweats on, right? It's a bit like that. So hopefully we'll be okay. But anyway, lots of false tests. Yeah, exactly that, Pete. We'll see how we get on. So that's what I've been doing. I have been working on the Flymo Atco as well. There's videos to come out on that next week. I shan't say too much about it. You'll see those in the videos, but that should be good. And then apart from that, I've got 10 days now of not going out, just staying indoors. So I've got plenty of time to come down the shed and do what I want to do. So that because I can get some of these machines done. So I've got about 60 mowers in the environment at the moment. So I need to get some of them going. do that, and then yeah, we can rock and roll. At the moment, my shop is absolutely hideous. There's stuff everywhere because I've been trying to get stuff repaired and trying to get stuff running in different environments and what have you. And yeah, it's not looking good. So hopefully we'll make a bit of room this week and get some of these machines up and running and get them advertised and get them sorted out. So yeah, keep Mrs. P in your prayers if you'd be so kind. Give us a thumbs up on your way in or on your way out, whichever you want to do. It's 85 in the house now. Let's see how many thumbs up we got. If I just reset that, let that reset. Let's have a little look ski. We've got two thumbs down because they're lost seas at Seoul, and we got 47 on the thumbs up. Give us a couple more if we can squeeze a few more. 48 going up, lovely. 83 in the house. For those of you that did win a prize in last week's Guess What It Is competition, I think there was 2 of you, but only one person actually emailed me. I can't even remember who the other one was. Can't remember his name. But yours has been sent, and also I've sent Conker. I've sent yours as well, so I think I'm up to date. But it's been a bit of a funny week. So let's see what we've got in the old chat. Let's bring the pop-out chat out. I did freeze it up there early on, so it will move. As I say, hopefully we'll have a better internet stream. It seems to be working fine my end. Let us know if it's a bit glitchy your end, but it seems to be working fine my end. First in the house, good evening, says Sparky. As we come in, give them a thumbs up and show your love for Mrs. P with a heart. Fantastic. Cheers, Sparky boy. Jason Hughes in the house. How you doing, Jason boy? Nice to see you. Dick Small Engines. Good evening, my friends. Hope all is well. Sorry to hear about Mrs. P testing positive earlier, my mate. Yeah, well, it happens, mate. Wishing speedy recovery and good health. Well, I have offered to give her a bed bath, but she's not up for it. I might wait till she's asleep. Kevin, how you doing, mate? Good evening, mate. Over here in Ireland. Wife's gone out. I've gone to work. Got whiskey and beers in the fridge. Good to go. Fantastic. That's what I like to hear. Kev from Ireland. Sorry to hear about the positive test. Yeah, cheers, Kev. Jungle Bob, how you doing, mate? Nice to see you. Thanks for coming. Chris Wilson, how you doing, mate? All just heard about Mrs. P. Yeah, speed of recovery. Yeah, you boys love her, don't you? Yeah, she's not doing very well. Jungle Bob's wishing all the best. Andrew Throne, hello, buddy boy. Hobby Motor, they are Hobby Motor. Cheers, Klaus, for me air gun, mate. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Rick Mowers, nice to see you on someone's last stream the other day. Rick, nice to actually finally meet you in virtual person. Nice to meet you. Hope you're doing well over there in Dublin. Nice to see you. Rick's Motors. Jeff Maple. How you doing, Jeff? Nice to see you, mate. Hope you're doing well. Dick Small Engines, Hobby Motors, you all chat to each other, which is nice to see. Mr. Pete Froud, how you doing, Pete? Nice to see you, buddy boy. Thanks for popping on in. Klaus, what's this here? Someone's talking Arabic or something to Klaus. How you doing, Klaus? I see you. AJP Garden Machines. Oh, I've got something else here too. What else did I get? I've got some stickers here. Oh Lord, what do I do with them? I got them. As I say, the shop's a bit of a mess. I've got some stickers here. I've got an AJP sticker. Cheers for that, Ash. Much appreciated, mate. That's your new one. Fantastic. And I also got a Tinker and Taylor one as well. So cool. Two new stickers. I did get yours the other day, Franco the Boss too. I got yours. That's already in the toolbox. I did give you a shout out last week. So thanks for coming in, boys. Thanks for the stickers. DNR Small Engines. How you doing, mate? Nice to see you. Thanks for popping on in. I've been watching that video, Mick, you just put out on that carb. How can they get away with selling? Yeah, I know. They're crap. Yeah, they're proper crap. Bruce has got one, though. Bruce's shop have got one. Maybe he'll have a different result. Maybe that's the thing. But I did try mucking about with it afterwards to try and get it running. It wouldn't have it. Mac 210, how you doing, mate? Nice to see you. Thanks for popping on in. Dick is still talking foreign languages. Jeff Maple, Jungle Bob, you all chatting with each other. Danny Turner, how you doing, Danny boy? Nice to see you. Thanks for coming on in. I've got 84 in the house. Lovely numbers. Give us some thumbs up. Jason Hughes, Scarify Lawn Garden and Power Sports Repair. How you doing, mate? Nice to see you. Thanks for coming. How you doing, David? Nice to see you. Thanks for coming on in. DNR Small Engine Repair. You're chatting. Hobby Motors. Done you. It's going to jump hideously now. It's going to jump. Where I get up to that emoji. Go on. Move in. There we go. That's just jumped. Right, let's come back up to where we were. If it'll let me. There's an emoji, wasn't there? Where's that emoji's gone? A little smiley face emoji. It might have gone by now. It does just jump like that. Well, as far as I can go. Benedict White, how do you, mate? Nice to see you. Yeah, we're taking over. Thank you very much indeed, Benedict. I need to get hold of Benedict. Email me what end you want of that thing. I keep forgetting to send it to you, mate. It's in the old bin here. Gravely Man's in the house. How you doing, Grave? Nice to see you. James, how you doing, mate? Nice to see you. Tommy, how you doing, mate? Nice to see you. I hope everyone's keeping well. Yeah, we're doing good, mate. Thank you very much. Apart from the obvious elephant in the room. Not there's elephants in my room. There's not. Alaska John, how you doing, mate? Nice to see you. Thanks for popping in. Hope you're doing well. Another David there. Efion. All right, Mick. No rugby this week. No. Derby game next week. You know what I mean? Yeah, I know. I'll be watching, mate. Don't you worry about that. Don't you worry about that. I'll email you. Gravely Man. Random Wrenching. How you doing, mate? Nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. Brucey's Shop. How you doing, Brucey boy? Kyle Phillips. How you doing, Kyle? Nice to see you. Thanks for popping on in. Peter Frau, Scotty Daniels, how you doing, Scotty boy? Nice to see you. Dick Small Engines again. Trucker Josh, how you doing? Will you be buying the £4 Amazon carbs again? No, I just thought I'd do it. You know what I mean? It's just, you know, have a look at it, see if it's any good. You just never know, do you? You love a Quantum. I love Quantums too. Yeah, Quantum's my favourite. So in fact, the two Maz I picked up, the Mazport and the Quocast have both got Quantums on. I said to a fella, I can't get them going. And he said, no matter what I do to them, can't get them going. Quick little dirty carburetor clean on top of the old wheelie bin. One was up and running in 5 minutes. Hi, Mick. That hater looks great. Yeah, looking better. It's done, Bruce. It's getting there. We're getting there. Nice and slow. I don't want it on the bench too long. I want it on the bench for about 3 days. Otherwise, it starts earning money. Otherwise, you know, it starts to stop money coming in. Hi, Mick. How you going, mate? Nice to see you. Yeah, doing okay. Thank you very much, Franco the boss. Hope you're doing well. Bruce's Shop. Haterette. Is that a female mower? Definitely a man's mower. It's a bush hog. A bit like a bush hog, Bruce. Tim McGrath's Cutter Man. How you doing, buddy boy? Nice to see you. Thanks for popping on in. Jason Hughes. Bruce's Shop. Very nice air gun and primer tool, especially the Tecumseh primer. Oh, you're in trouble tonight, Bruce. You're going to cop it. You're welcome, says Hobby Motor. No worries. Thank you very much, Klaus. Hiya, Paul. How you doing, mate? Nice to see you. What else we got on here? Got 90 in the house. Give us some thumbs up, people. Be much appreciated. Paul Campbell, how you doing, mate? Nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. Happy birthday, Andrew. Andrew's birthday, is it? Russell, how you doing, Russell? Nice to see you. Good vlog with the one hung low park card. Thank you very much indeed. Brandon from BS Small Engines. How you doing, Brandon, mate? Nice to see you. Prayers says Brandon. Cheers for that. Much appreciated. Chili Small Engines. Hi, glad to know. Yeah, hi, nice to see you. Who else we got in here? Danny Turner, sending my love to Mrs. P. Thank you very much indeed for that, guys. It's much appreciated. Oh, you're all sending love, are you? Fantastic. Hobby Motors, sorry to hear about that. Yeah, thank you very much indeed. She's okay. She's a tough old cookie. Yeah, that darn COVID. Yeah, I know. DRL, how you doing, mate? Nice to see you. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Hobby Motors, sending some lovely hearts out. Another Jason there. How you doing, Jason? Sandy Rose. Sorry to hear about that, Mick. Hope the test was incorrect. So do I. Roger McDonald, he does the news. He does the news at 10. That's him. A lot of false positives in the US. Yeah, same over here, mate. Yeah, Mick, will he be isolating now and can't go to work? Exactly that, Jeff. Yeah, can't. In fact, as soon as she tested positive, I was on the phone straight away. Oh, mate. Yeah, can't come to work the next 10 days. Yeah, feet up, lovely. Hopefully, I won't cop it and be in bed on a ventilator. Hopefully, so I might be careful what I wish for here. But I got 10 days off. Stewie servicing. How you doing, Stewie? How you doing, Neil? Nice to see you, mate. Thanks for popping on in. Nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. Hopefully, everyone in the household stays safe. The problem is, it's Riley. That's the problem. He doesn't do social distancing. Well, he does social distancing about 3 millimeters past your mouth. That's a problem. He loves a cuddle, that boy. That's the problem. He sits right up on my lap, you know, sits right up on my shoulder, sort of thing, and loves a cuddle. See how you manage yourselves now, Mick. And yeah, exactly. Yeah, we'll be careful, Andrew, mate. Yeah. How you doing, Ray? Nice to see you, mate. Thanks for popping on in. Nice to see you. Joseph Bell, you were a winner. I'm sure I sent your parcel off to you, Joseph. Did that on Friday, mate. I'm sure that was you. Sure it was. Rusty Rooster, how you doing, Rusty? Nice to see my buddy boy. Hope you're doing well. You've got a cracking channel, you have. That just jumped. Where do we get to? Will do, says Benedict. Fantastic. We're getting there now. Andrew Thomas, how you doing, mate? Nice to see you. Thanks for coming in. Russell, good vlog. Yeah, on the old carby. Yeah, crap carb that is. You're saying hi to each other. Been going for I don't know how long, 25 minutes. David, how you doing, mate? Nice to see you. Sorry to hear about Mrs. P. Give her our best. I will do, mate. I will do. Charles, how you doing, Charles? Mate, nice to see you. Thanks for coming on in. Hope you're doing well. Shane Square, how you doing, Shane? Nice to see you. Gary Baker, how you doing, Gary? Hi, Mr. Suffolk in the house. Hope you're doing well. Ray again. Charles, you're chatting. 6th grandchild on the way. Oh, lovely. Jaden, not sure if you remember, but it was my birthday last Sunday, and instead of mowers, my parents got me a load of gaskets and diaphragms. The best present ever. We don't get no better than that. Come on, peeps, hit the thumbs up, says Hobby Motors. Cheers for that, Klaus. Much appreciated. Dick Smaller Engines. Share screen. Right, we're done. That's it. The chat is now done. Not on too bad. 25 minutes. Let's have a quick little refresh. So many thumbs up we've got. I like to try and get to about 100 if I can, because it does help my channel. And the better my channel does, the better you guys do. I've got 68 on the thumbs up. 2 lost seas at Seoul, but that's what happens amongst the Black Pearl, along with Jack Sparrow. So that's everyone in the house. How you doing, partners? Nice to see you, mate. Thanks for coming. You're late. Nice to see you, partners. Hope you're doing okay. So that's what I've been doing. Quick slurp of the old loony juice, and then we'll have a chat. So Mick, my sister got COVID. It was caught early, and she get through. Mrs. P caught early, sending prayers. Yeah, hopefully she'll be okay. So she's had her jab, so hopefully it won't cop hold of her. But I've not had mine yet, and I'm 42 years old, overweight, smoke, peak fitness. We'll see how we get on. But I think I've eaten enough stuff and probably breathed in enough stuff in the workshop to probably be immune to it. If I can sit here and breathe in four-stroke fumes for about 15 hours a week, I'm probably immune to it. If I can't survive that and only got a ventilator for COVID, there's something going on in this world. My dad made one of those spanners for the Hondas, good at barterizing. Yeah, cool. Yeah, fantastic. Spanners for, yeah, they're good, they are. I found it yesterday that people next to me had tested positive. There 8 of them. Oh, they are 8. They not listened since the first lockdown. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Carb cleaner should be the cure. Exactly that. Well, no, WD-40. Right, let me put a link out. Just remember, for those of you that are new to my stream, if you have knocked on my door for the first time, come on in, put your feet up, grab a beer or coffee or bit of gammon or bacon, whatever you want to do. Put your feet up and enjoy this live stream. My sister is 70. Wow. I run a very, very clean ship, people. I don't tolerate any of that foul language. It don't happen. So no more than 2 emojis, no swearing in the chat. If you're going to upset someone, do it right. You know, don't go all the way. Just have a dig, have a laugh and a joke. You know what I mean? Do it the right way. Don't say something in the chat that you wouldn't say to your mum, is what I say. So keep it nice and clean best you can. And don't mind plenty of stick, plenty of ribbon, but just try and keep it non-personal and out of people's personal lives is appreciated. Once you get the guts to come up onto the panel, I'll be putting a link out in the stream. You hit the link and then you make sure your audio's on, your camera's on. You must be fully clothed, of course, and what have you. You must be over 18 years old. No swearing, all the rest of it. If you misbehave, you'll get dumped into the basement. If you come back up again, you can't behave yourself, you'll be kicked from out of the entire stream. My moderator's are dressed in blue, very, very smart too. And anyone that is flouting those rules, you'll be warned, then deleted, then timed out, and then you'll be got rid of. And it'll be down to me to remember next week to bring you back. So if you do misbehave, that's what's going to happen. Just going to put my phone on silent, just in case Conker decides to actually ring me up, because he's playing a game now. So I'll get one step ahead of you, Conker, and turn my phone on silent. So beer, coffee, yeah, exactly that, yeah, and oil, yeah, exactly that. So let me now put the link out there, and then it's like feeding time at the zoo. They all come running for the old link, don't they? I'm going to see how we get on. What I'm going to do to begin with, I'm just going to try and limit to have how many I have on. I'm going to go for 9 people at first, okay? So the first 9 that come up will be the first 9 on the panel. Sorry, Conker. I just want to try and test it, see if it mucks about, because it's not mucking about at the moment, right? So I want to try and test it. So I'll go for 9 at first. If it seems to be holding at 9 and doing okay without me having to refresh it, then we go from there. We'll up it to a 10 or 12, whatever it is. When you come up on the panel, you must be talking, people. You've got to be talking, get joining, having a laugh and joke. If you just sit there picking your nose, saying nothing, I'm going to drop you down and bring someone else up. It's as simple as that. So be involved. If you don't get involved, you're going to be put in the basement. Simple as that. Hi, V-Twin. Nice to see you, mate. Hope you're doing very well indeed. Thanks for popping in, my old mate Mark. Derek Rose, how you doing, buddy boy? Grass rat, yo. Exactly that. In fact, I can't say, but something's been arranged. Can't say nothing more than that. My mate Pete Fowler's all about it. But all I'm saying is grass rats, yo. Fixes all. Just keep watching. So, let's put the link out. First 9 in the house comes up. If you don't talk and don't chat, don't get involved, you're going down. It's not nothing personal. I want this to be an interactive chat where we have a laugh and a joke and all the rest of it. Yeah, Pete knows. Yeah, old Pete knows. Hey guys, thinking of Mrs. P. Yeah, cheers, Conk. Much appreciate, my friend. So the link is in the chat. Feel free to hit that link. Feel free to also hit the thumbs up. Hobby Motors first in the house, followed close by little Scotty Daniels. Let me get a few in here. We've got DJ Sparky on the decks. He's come flying in too. Let's get a few more in the old basement. How many tools have you had? How many tools have you had to make? I've had to make lots of tools, or lots of little workarounders. You know what I mean? Lots of little things that you can't buy, or you can buy but you need it straight away. So I have sort of made quite a few, and work your way around it. I've got Micks Mowers wants to come and play as well. Nice to see you, Rick. Thanks for coming up. My missus cooking has made me immune. Yeah, well, to be fair, I expect my mother-in-law's has and all. You survived their cooking. Well, I know. In fact, we know when the Nana P's food is ready because the fire alarm goes off. Got to fly to the fridge for a beer. Fantastic. Right, Jeff, where you go. I've got 4 in the house. Is that all that's coming up? We put a link out again. So first person in the house was my old mate Klaus from Hobby Motors. Just to say hello, Mick. Who's that? Tinkering Taylor. I got your sticker here. Nev just showed it to everyone. Where'd it go? Cheers, buddy boy. I've got it, mate. Here's my sticker. Cheers, Nev. Much appreciated, mate. What you were saying? On chat, sitting outpatients. Oh no. And she's seen run out of medication and not feeling good. Okay. I've come up with a thumbs up and saying, okay, mate, no worries. Yeah, well, all the best, Nev. Mrs. P's got COVID. Beat that for a game of Cracker Jack. It's always interesting to see what's best made up. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if you can work around stuff, that's always good. I'm getting there. Don't start getting loud in the old basement, boys. I'm getting there. Gordo, how you doing, mate? She must have the same cookbook as Mrs. G. Yeah, exactly that. So first up in the house, we've got Klausy. Come on up, Mr. Hobby Motor. Up you come. How you doing, my friend?
I'm good. How are you, Mick?
I'm doing all right. Either you're glitch, one glitch back away, one or the other. I see you've settled down now a little bit. I see you come back. You're a bit glitchy, right. Nev. Klaus, you or me. I'll see who else comes up. See how we get. I'm hoping I'm not going to have the same problems. Hopefully, we'll see how we get on. I had my jab yesterday. Right, fantastic, Nev. Neil, cool. Who's that? What's up? How you doing, Chris? Nice to see you. I got Scotty Daniels. How you doing, Scotty?
Hello.
Hi, Scotty.
Yeah, you're doing okay. Good. I got DJ Sparky on the decks.
Alrighty. Hey,
DJ Spark, he's working now. I've also got Rick's Mowers. How you doing, Rick?
Hey, Rick.
Hey, hello.
Hi, guys.
And I've also got Bruce's shop in the house. Oh, Bruce is not. Oh, there's Bruce. How you doing, Bruce?
Hey,
Good,
Senor Bruce.
Yeah. Nice to see you. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
See what you did there.
Nice to see you all. Right, I think we've got. It shows people the innovation. Yeah, exactly. You got to. If you haven't got a tool, then you need to find a workaround. You can't just say I haven't got a tool to do that, so therefore I can't do it. You have to find a workaround. If it means getting hold of an old spanner or wrench or whatever and bending it in a vise and grinding it down or welding something to it, that's just what we do.
Definitely.
That's what we do.
Everyone in chat.
So, how are we all doing? Nice to see you, Klaus. Thank you very much, Klaus, from a little box of bits. I'm not so convinced. I'm so pleased to see that in my shop, though.
Believe it or not, it's half of my old tool. I just cut it in half. It works great.
Yeah,
I gotta keep it clean.
What? See the half I would have cut. You see, the half I would have cut. I would have cut it that way, Klaus, in half. That's what I would have done. so it'd be completely useless for anything else. That's what I would have done. But anyway, I'm always
nice blowgun.
I'm always appreciative of any gifts. Yeah, I'm gonna convert all my stuff over, Bruce, to EU because I've got about. Well, I fitted some new coupling on, and now my old tools don't fit them either. So I'm in a right old mare with my air hoses at the moment. So I'm going to get rid of a whole lot and go EU all the way, and just so that's what I'm going to do. So
I use Sorry,
go on, mate. Go on. No, go on, Bruce.
I use the end that Klaus sent me for the tool attachment side, and then I use my regular M's for the rest of the shop, which are all the same. Works good. Hello, Mr.
Yeah.
Detective.
Oh,
Hello, everyone.
we'll see. We'll see how we get on. Why pay over the odds for tools when you can make them next? Yeah, well, I mean, I don't mind. It's like this tool here. I've got this one here, and I've still done a video on that yet. This this spring conversion tool. I've got to do a insertion tool. I've got to do a video on that. That was 25-30 nicker. So I do buy the tools because you do need them. But at the end of the day, if I can work around the issue or just ask Klaus to send me it for nothing, then that's what I do. It's even easier.
Yeah. It's like when you got security bits on like appliances, you have to make a screwdriver for some of them screw bits, and you have to use a Dremel to make
exactly that. Yeah,
an old screwdriver into the security bit driver because some of them bits do not fit like they used to.
Well, I just fixed a coffee maker.
That.
I just fixed a coffee maker that had 5 Phillips, and then one at the top was an oddball. So I just took a 1/4-inch drill bit and drilled it out, because I think it's a tamper-proof thing for the factory if you send it back, right? So I just said, well, I'm tampering, and I'm.
I didn't get a pair of pliers to take the screw out.
And I got it. I fixed it.
Yeah.
Oh, I should not. Now I don't have to do the video.
Good man. Well, I have got a little tiny bit of glitching, a little tiny bit. So I'm just gonna. I might have to reset it a few times. I will bear with it, but it would appear that even having a cord going to my router, we're having the same problems. But we'll see how we get on. Hopefully, we'll be able to bundle through it.
You sound a lot better than last week,
and we'll be all right.
You sound a lot better.
It does seem to be a little bit better. It tends to settle down before it gets worse. Is what I find. So how have you been then, Mr. Hobby Motor? Have you been well?
I have. It's been a.
And what have you been up to?
Well, at the moment, I got the neighbors. It's a Stiga. Do you guys know that brand? Stiga? No, it's a Euro brand. It's semi-okay quality brand. A front-mounted tractor. The cutter is front-mounted. I got that in for full service and going all the way since it's a neighbor. He has to listen to me testing chainsaws at 8 o'clock at night. So he gets the royal treatment, and and doing good. I actually started new work about a week ago, so time at the shop is limited at the moment. But I hope that'll settle down.
A new job?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Cool.
Same company or a different company?
Different company. Well,
that's a big move.
Different employer, same company. Switched as a consultant role, so I'm rented out. So.
Well, you'll be checking people in the carriage house pretty soon.
Yes. No, I've been. I kind of want to say it, but I didn't want to say it because I've heard a lot about the safety sallies. And I'm a safety Sally.
Right on, man.
Yeah, I'm an HSE specialist, so I'm So I started that actually. With
I don't tend to worry about safety sallies much anymore.
No. They look like this.
Yeah, right over at you.
Yeah. No, I'm actually working with my old company at the moment as a consultant, so it's kind of different, but the same. We're all working from home, so you don't get to meet a lot of people.
Cool.
Yeah.
Sounds like good fun, Klaus.
No, yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah.
So what about you, Scotty boy? Oh, Scotty had a bit of a glitch there. What have you been up to, Scotty?
Not much. Bad news on the vintage mower I've been keeping an eye on. It's gone way too high to be reasonable.
Oh, so the price.
It's not going to happen. Yeah, at the moment it's at like £45. I was like, no. Yeah. Not justifiable, because thing is, it's a parts, isn't it? because it's
and then you start after you buy it, right?
Exactly.
How's everybody doing today?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Good.
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 Yeah.
In a really good mood.
Thanks for having me up for a couple of minutes there, Mick.
I think his internet's going whoopsies.
I think he's frozen.
Yeah.
I just don't understand it. AJP the other day did a stream on 1080p and he was fantastic.
Yeah. It's very, very peculiar. What's going
So
on?
I kind of like him that way.
Oh!
Okay.
I don't think he appreciated that one because it fell out.
I can now play with his head. Look, I can play with his head. Look, I can get Bruce's head. Look.
Yeah, there you go.
You can't have a laugh in the world, you know what I mean?
Oh dear, the PC's now doing an update. Just typed in chat. PC just doing an update. So we're going to have to keep this together.
Right, so yeah. So what's everyone been up to then this week then? Anything nice?
With that,
Oh,
Or someone else?
Yeah.
Steve the Transit Camber, hello.
I think Detective's got his mic muted. Is it a rookie mistake? Oh yeah, rookie mistake.
sorry.
No,
There we go.
The dog was barking, Sparky.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I didn't hear the dog originally.
Because I had
We
it
told the
muted.
donut saying, no, leave me alone.
I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Oh,
I
yes.
can hear you
Loud
now.
Yeah, I
and
can
clear.
hear you.
All right.
Yeah.
You'll be sorry for what you wish for there.
Oh dear. So yeah, I've been busy as well. I've just been doing just downloaded 50 songs for tomorrow night's show. 2 hours of music goes off the wall.
Right on.
Tomorrow night on
wow,
weekend,
sure.
yeah. So it's gonna be some good
Ooh.
fun.
Yeah.
I've been working on the time lapse thing. I never done time
look at
lapse.
that dog.
And
Oh.
alrighty,
Yeah.
looks nice.
Time lapse can be very useful.
Yeah, it can, and I've been experimenting with it, and I was looking for music as background for the time lapse. You know, I don't know how you guys feel about finding the right tune or the right song or whatever it's
Klaus, can I
called.
recommend you something before you go any further?
Just gonna
Go
say,
to Epidemic
Sound.
Sound.
Yeah. I knew it.
Epidemic Sound. You want to go to Epidemic Sound? I'll tell
Okay.
you something. I know it costs you a little bit of money a month, but I can guarantee you'll find some wicked songs.
Okay, Epidemic Songs.
Yeah, absolutely
Okay.
brilliant. And you can link it to your YouTube, and you don't get copyrighted.
Alrighty, I'll give it a go.
That's good.
Absolutely, but I find it extremely difficult to sort of match the tune to
You
what I'm
won't.
trying to.
You won't have that problem with Epidemic Sound.
Okay,
So
I'll
I
give that a
don't.
go.
I don't do it.
We're moving around here.
No, but I mean, yeah, you can do the Mickey Mouse, or you can just switch off the volume. But then people are just sort of looking at you running around like. But
Oh, even
okay.
Sparky's having problems. We got serious
no.
problems. If Sparky's having problems,
Yeah.
Oh,
yikes.
can we just
All right.
change the?
Yeah, your green screen went all glitzy as anything then.
There he is.
Hey, who are you?
back.
Are you new to this? Oh man, he's still frozen.
Yeah,
he's not
funny
frozen.
games. Oh, okay, right.
Yeah, his lights were blinking. He wasn't frozen. He's playing possum.
If I've got problems, it's because the StreamYard must have a major issue then, because
Yeah.
I've never had a problem.
Yeah.
That's the first.
No, but Sparky, I've actually noticed that last Saturday and today, sometimes your voice and picture is off sync.
Out of sync, yes, we know it's
Yeah,
out of sync.
That's the StreamYard side.
StreamYard, yeah,
Definitely.
Yeah.
we already know this. I'm gonna be putting a formal thing in this week about it again.
This is seriously glitchy tonight. I don't know what's going on here, but everyone is glitching tonight.
Mm.
Can any of you guys hear me?
I can hear you fine. Yeah, yeah.
This is
I
shocking.
can hear you.
Absolutely shocking tonight. We'll see how we get on. So, how you been then, Bruce? Nice to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Have you been busy in the old shop?
Yes, I have. You'd be happy to know, Klaus, that I am working on 2 Homelite Super 2 chainsaws. I know how much you hate them.
I do. I hate them, really.
I know you do, yeah.
With a vengeance.
Ooh.
But they are nice saws when they run.
When they run, aren't they something? And I've got, when I started the project, I had one that ran and one that didn't, and now I have 2 that don't run. So
but I mean, working on chainsaws is just it's a different beast. I mean, you got your odd quantum that if the rings are good, it'll run.
Right.
But chainsaws, I mean, any little leak, anything off, they just get very temperamental.
They both have the same problem, coils. Now these machines were made in the 70s, right? So and they're electronic ignition, which is really rare. They don't have points that old, so you know that the electronics is old inside there, and they've been subjected to heat and vibration, and so what happens when I first start rotating the flywheel without the case, just in the vise, the spark is there, and then 3, 4, 5 seconds later, the spark disappears on both sides. So I don't know. I think it's a coil, or does it need to be installed in the case for shielding and stuff like that? I don't know.
No, it's most likely the coil.
And then one of the I'm giving up all my video now, but one of the flywheels, the magnets aren't as strong as the other, but I still think it should work.
Sometimes when the magnets are off, I know this is probably bogus. I don't know, but if you put a wire from one of the magnets to the other so they're connected.
Oh yeah.
You can sometimes bring those magnets. It's like they recharge each other or something.
Okay.
I don't know. I really don't know. It's just something I heard from someone, and you put these in, and I let them sit for a couple of hours, and sometimes they come back.
So north to south, and just let them sit.
Yeah.
Okay.
I actually put one of those little clip wires that we use for the meter. I just put one on one magnet, one on the other, and let them sit for a couple of hours. And sometimes it brings them back, especially if the coil is glitchy.
Right. Well, I ordered one coil. It was $50. I know. And of course, you go on the jack. You go on the PDF for the machine, for the unit, right? Yeah. And then you go to all of the sites, not available. See, you have to order non-OEM.
Yeah.
And then after that, so I ordered one coil to test the 2 saws, and if the coil helps, then I'll order a second coil. Yeah. I paid the big money to get it on Sunday, and then if it works, I'll order another one a month away. And it'll come in the end of March or something. It doesn't matter. I know what's wrong.
Yeah.
Blah 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 blah.
Smart move. Yeah.
Cheap. I'm cheap. No, this is just coffee. This is coffee. It's just 20 after 12 here. Coffee.
So whiskey.
No, so Russell says, what is the best all-round tool that you have in your shop? It's got to be the hammer. It's as simple as that. The hammer is designed to do.
The hammer.
It does everything.
Lots of uses.
BFH.
Yeah, exactly that. Honda GX160 revving its guts off without the throttle lever being shut. What's wrong with it? Could be carburetor. Could also be the governor or spring setup as well, Michael Roberts. The Hondas do suffer with governor arm issues, so it may pay to just double check the spring setup is correct on a control panel, and if not, you can then adjust your governor. Could be a carburetor issue as well, so it could be either one of those.
Right.
In my opinion,
stay away from the governor until you check everything else.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or go see Terrell. Or go see Terrell's video on how to set it right. I mean, that's usually
Bruce did set one a little while ago, actually, on one of his, and did a very sterling job in showing us as well. So Bruce has done a good video on it too. But Bruce is right. That should be your last thing to check. I have seen lots of mowers coming in last season, in particular, where people have had what are called a fiddle fairies have been in there, had a little tiny play with the governor springs, and they're not hooked up right, all that sort of stuff. So it could be something as simple as that.
I think the fairies, they see that spring, and it just gets their eye, and they go for it, and they start diddling, because if it's hunting, they think if I increase the RPM and it doesn't hunt, it's running at 4,500 RPM.
Hey, Henry.
Hey, Henry, how you doing?
Hi, Henry.
How you doing?
Nice to see you.
Hey, gosh,
That wasn't me barking.
I know.
It's okay.
How you doing, Henry? Nice to see you, mate. Thank you very much for my all-in-one screwdriver set, mate. It done the job absolutely spanking on top of that carburetor.
All right. I'm glad it worked.
Yeah, it's brilliant. Yeah, I'm well happy with it.
I'm still trying to think what the best tool in the shop is. Still working on that.
Hammer,
definitely.
got the only thing I don't quite get is when they designed the hammer, who came up with the idea of a soft blow hammer? Because I tend to end up whacking it twice as hard because it doesn't work as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Nick, you need to get a brass hammer.
Quiet.
Chris Wilson said, can someone suggest a good video on YouTube on a Band 5 Sprint or Classic on the complete teardown? I've done a video, not saying it's a good video. I've done a video on scrapping, which is where I've had a classic engine in and I completely stripped it right down to nuts and bolts for scrapping. So there's plenty of those sort of videos on there. Lots of people. I know Bruce had one a while back. I'm going back last year now. Bruce had a video of one that came in. I think it was a terminal issue, Bruce. You had the lawnmower right apart and took all the bits you wanted off it. I think it was black or green in colour.
Right.
From what I remember.
I think it was almost seized. I had to bang it with a hammer to get it to go around.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly that.
And you learn more from a teardown than you do from anything else, right? Especially on a new machine.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, Tim.
Hi. Hi, everybody. Mick, I got that thing started that Ian sent me in the post.
What was it?
I don't want to say too much because I've done a video on it. It's
what
leaf blower vac.
Oh, leaf vac. Okay,
it was a pull cord that wasn't
playing ball.
Okay, cool.
Steve.
How you doing, Steve? Nice to see you, my friend. How you doing, well?
Get a bag for it now.
Yeah.
Running games.
Good
I
on
was
you.
pricing a bag for it the other day, and you're looking at 50 quid to get one.
Blimey.
You can buy. I know I was talking to Mend It Man the other week. You can actually buy some material which is very, very good, and just make it yourself.
All right.
So maybe that's a thing.
Yeah, I think
go on.
Just for the cheaper option, yeah. I know what you're saying, Mick.
What about getting in one of them cement sacks? You usually get like the Hessian sacks. You get.
Yeah. Hi, Bill.
Yeah.
They're cheap enough. Yeah. The builder merchants get rid of the big sacks, like blue sacks, where you can actually get a collar for it. Do it that way.
Yeah.
It's breathable.
Yeah. If you're going to keep it yourself and you're not too worried about its looks, then you can pretty much use anything you like, can't you? But as I say, the universal bag
anyway.
Yeah.
Universal bag on
So I watched your video the other day, then, Bruce, on them two chainsaws. I think it's fair to say Steve OJ's chainsaw is in better condition and being well looked after compared to yours.
Boy, it's possible. It's possible. It has. It's a little bit. I think it's 2 or 3 years older because the screws on the body to take it apart are slotted, and my screws have a slot and a Torx 25. So mine is probably 3 or 4 years newer. Mine ran and his didn't. Now they both don't run.
but it's quite amazing. But when you gave us that look into the exhaust,
Yeah,
that was not a scratch.
not a scratch on both of them.
On both of them, quite amazing.
And then I did the pressure test. I did on Steve's. I think it was the only one I did the pressure test on, and it pressured right up and stayed. It took me a while to plug the ends.
There's a question for Bruce. Question for Bruce. I have a 10.5 horsepower Snow King Tecumseh engine. I replaced the carb fuel line. I have low power.
I would take out the power jet from the bottom with a 7/16 wrench and see if that is gunged up down there, and take the bowl off and see what's under the bowl.
Yeah.
It's not getting enough fuel.
I would, if it was me, put a Briggs and Stratton on it.
Well, that's a hard job to do, because you have to. Is that not the one where
should have seen that one coming?
Does the fuel line have to go through the engine or a shroud?
Yeah.
That's a hard job.
Bruce, I actually found one thing about that fuel line. If you use the Briggs 7/16 line instead of the quarter-inch line, that they have one that is thinner. It goes much smoother through, and it's the same inner diameter. The inner diameter is the same.
A Tygon would work too, I think.
Yeah, but Tygon does not like heat.
Bye, Henry.
I've had to pull a fuel line through a shroud like that before, and what I did was I used the old fuel line that was already in there, and then I found one of those brass that has a nipple on either end.
A 180.
Took the new line to the old line and just pulled it right through.
The only thing that can happen with that is that little brass 180 can just expand the outside diameter of the connection, and you can't get it past the ring.
Yeah. I had luck with it.
Yeah, I have too.
Oh, Henry.
It's not happening.
On that engine, I truly hope that you have an electric start so that you can spin that thing over, because those things are stiff.
Yeah.
Although I'm getting up there too.
Someone had a question up here. It was Russell. He says, has anyone got a Mountfield ring spanner? I did see the other day on a selling site a Mountfield combi tool spanner, which had 4 or 5 different units, a bit like a bike tool spanner in a way, but that's a Mountfield one. But no, I've not got a Mountfield ring spanner.
What's that used for?
Just got normal ring spanners.
Is that a Briggs? I don't know Mountfield.
What have you got there, Henry?
Well, this is all the carburetor.
It's used Mountfield.
And if he was looking for some information or whatever, I could have given it to him, because this is like all the information and all the different kind of carburetors.
All right.
So if he has low power,
the good thing about those, Henry, the good thing about that book is what I would use it for.
Starting fires.
Is for kindling, for starting an open fire in the front room.
Nick, what's the ring spanner for a Mountfield? What does it do?
To take rings off the pistons.
Okay.
A Mountfield, it's a Mountfield. A Mountfield is a make over here, but I've not seen them.
Okay.
Is that a Briggs engine, or what is that?
They vary.
But they come with different types, mate. Mountfield is a manufacturer, but of course, like many mowers, Bruce, you can get it with a Briggs or Tecumseh or
like a Craftsman
or whatever,
MTD or whatever.
Exactly that. Yeah, exactly that.
I've got a ring
in the house.
I've got a ring tool, but it would cost me $75 to send it over, and then I'd lose it.
I just use I use a bit of plastic sheeting, off of an ice cream container lid. Cut it into a square, wrap it around the piston, nice and tight. Whack it with a hammer, in it goes. Kev from Ireland, how you doing, Kev? I've used Honda mowers for 20 years. I do look after them. I keep track of hour use. I change it all 3 times a season.
Wow.
And I always use stable. Fantastic. There you go. Someone look after the machine.
He's going to have his engines for 30 years.
3 times a year. That's I have a huge yard, and I do mine once a year.
Mick, what is it? They want to take the rings off or put the rings back on into the cylinder?
I'm not really quite sure. Russell, was it for actually putting piston rings in, mate, or was it more of a multi-tool just for mount fields, mate? Let us know, please, Russell. I have a mount field. It came with a Briggs motor. Yeah. Go on, Henry. Sorry, buddy.
Put the rings in. He can use a hose clamp. A good size hose
clamp. Yeah.
I've done it with my fingers.
Yeah. Why would a manufacturer of a mower deck why would a manufacturer of a mower deck allow other brands to put their names on it? Because they would. It's just a sales technique, isn't it?
They're all drilled the same, so they can save money. They save money at the factory by having them all drilled the same.
Yeah.
Except the Honda specific Hondas, like the 215s and the HR2 194s. That Honda flange is a Honda flange.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And it's expensive.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. And you know what? When you make a video, if you've got the word Honda in your title, you're going to get an extra 1,000 views just because you've got the word Honda in your title.
Yeah.
Or John Deere or whatever.
I just bought for my own Honda. I have here. It's called a 537, which is the wide one, with the plastic body. I had to buy the little auto choke. I think it's called a thermo wax.
Right. How much was that?
Are you ready?
Yeah, well, I'm thinking $25.
Mm-hmm. Here in Denmark, $80 US.
Wow.
For one.
Wow.
I don't know what happened with Honda.
Did you know?
Sorry,
for $80 US, you could have bought yourself a Briggs & Stratton insertion and extraction tool.
I don't need to buy that. Remember?
So you obviously tested the old one with a torch to see if the pin popped out the back.
Yeah, heat gun. Yep.
Oh, yeah,
I did. Gun. Yes, I did. It was off, and it wouldn't start, and it was I don't know what it is about Honda.
Okay, so
here it's even worse.
So Russell was saying it's a normal ring spanner, 9/16 one end and a different odd size the other, but used where it go? I jumped. Used for where is it? Used for supplementary applications of mower industry, not just mount fields. Very handy. So I've not seen one.
I had a subscriber send me one, and I tell you, I wished I could remember all the names of the subscribers that have sent me wonderful things. But I tell you that when you've got the right tool,
lucky you.
I remember you. Nick.
I have a fantastic subscriber. Well, I say fantastic. He was really fantastic because he sent me a blowgun. And then it became really unfantastic when he sent me a Tecumseh insertion tool.
It's called balance.
You can't win in both ways, mate.
Has anyone thought about this? Right, when you break a tape measure, right, and when you try and put it around the piston, right, use an old tape measure. You see, use the banding, cut it up, and then literally put it around it, and then you can slide it in that way because the old banding on the tape measure.
You can do, but the only problem I find with a tape measure possibly is they're not completely flat, are they? They're sort of cylindrical, they're sort of curved, aren't they? They've got a little tiny. You know what I mean? They're not flat. I find a nice piece of plastic, a sheet of plastic off of a lid of an ice cream container or something similar, where you can just wrap it around the whole piston. And then because plastic as well, it doesn't tend to hurt the piston or ring. So that's what I use. But Henry's saying use about hose clamps. That's a good idea. The only problem with a hose clamp is, in my opinion, Henry, is you always get that bit where the two pieces of the hose clamp fit together. You get a raised bit about 1.5 mil, 2 mil.
Mm-hmm.
So if that's not all the way down flat tight, then you can't bang and pass it sometimes. But I know that Mend It Man, he had a tool. I think he paid about 20 quid for his, £25, and it's just 2 little plastic horseshoes that you clip over the piston, you squeeze it tight with finger and thumb, and then you just tap it a bit of persuasion with a hammer, and it goes. But it also comes with a piston stand as well. So for your 2-stroke stuff, you slide the stand in between the piston, the piston rod that holds the piston upright, so it's not flopping about, and then you can insert a tool on it. That works quite well from what I see.
Yeah. Pretty nifty, huh?
Have any of you guys tried barrels? Have any of you
Go on,
guys
Henry.
tried...
Say again, Henry.
I said I got three or four different kind. I got the hard steel ring metal, hardened
collapsing ring.
And you got a little square to tighten up the rings. I got the ones that you put over the top. They're only about 1.5 inches with 2 wings on them. You put a clamp on there and you squeeze it tight. And for the different size pistons.
Well, Steve OJ, he's new. He hasn't got 1,000 subscribers yet. He got me the one that you're talking about. It just, you turn it and squishes in, and you just tap it down.
Right.
It works pretty well.
Yep.
Yeah.
Another good subscriber.
Benedict White, he's actually got the same tool that Mendit Man had. Benedict, can you please email me a link to that? I couldn't find it anywhere. It does look like quite a good tool. As he says, it actually hugs the entire piston, no matter what size it is, because we've got different sizes, but it actually hugs the entire piston, which is a really good idea.
I got mine from the Chinaman. I mean,
mine goes from 1.5 inches to 3 inches.
Yeah.
Stuart, hello.
Hey.
Hello, Stuart.
Whilst we're all chatting up here, we do have a relatively young lad up here that's not said anything. He's just sat up there quite happy doing his own little thing. Where's he gone?
Rick.
There he is there. He ain't doing a great deal. So I'd like to try and get him to talk a bit. Yeah, although he is Irish, don't hold that against him. It would be nice to see what Rick's been up to. He's sitting very quiet there, as is Ash. Is Ash still here? He ain't said nothing either. Where's Ash? Did he go?
Ash dropped off. Yeah, as a game.
Okay. So what have you been doing then, Rick? I've had enough of you just sitting there now saying nothing. So you need to get involved, mate. I'm going to dump you in the basement. So how you getting on, buddy boy? You doing all right?
Yeah, I'm all right. Yeah, I sold the mower today, so. That's good. Anyway.
Congratulations.
All right. There you go, buddy boy. What was it, and what did you have to do to it, and all that sort of stuff?
The Briggs 35 Classic. I just had to do a carb clean on it, so it was pretty easy, I got it for free too, so it was a.
The best mowers are free. The best mowers are free.
I call that the F word, free.
Yeah. Wow.
Free.
Yeah, we love
100% profit.
Good for you. Did you get the price you wanted?
Did you have you got anything else on the bench at all, Rick? At all? Are you working on anything else at all or not?
A couple of more 35 Classics to do as well, so a couple of carb cleans on them. So I'll be doing them over the next couple of days anyway.
It's good.
You don't fancy coming over here and come and get hold of my dentist doing my dentist up for me, do you?
Say no. Say no.
It'd be a bit of a pain.
Henry would absolutely adore. Henry would love to get hold of my dentist, wouldn't you, Henry?
You got a nice looking. Rick, you got a nice looking shed there. Is that that's a kind of a nautical thing you got up on the back there, behind you?
Yeah, that's the ship's. Yeah, it's a steering wheel out of a boat.
Right. Is it old?
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Very nice.
Yeah. That's not too old. It's about 30 years old.
Oh yeah.
So let's have a little look around your workshop, then, Rick. Let's have a little look. Pick your phone up. Let's have a little look around your workshop. What you got? Let's have a little look.
Just go slow.
Go slow, yeah.
That's right. He's a fisherman.
Oh, we look.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There's a Briggs right there.
Yeah.
We got some mowers. That's good.
We've
got his name on the wall.
I like that shelf.
Right in there pretty soon,
Nice
too.
shelf.
Nice closure of
Oh, check you.
streets.
Someone absolutely loves sweeties in your house, don't they? Someone loves chocolate sweeties.
Alrighty, let's hit the wall. Alrighty.
Nice
I think
job.
he's related to Bruce. Nice and clean and neat there.
That shit has been Bruceanized. Yeah.
If you want to see my shop, look, I've been busy tidying. And my shop, I think, is roughly the same as Bruce's now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah, from the background, it definitely looks very tidy.
There you go. Looks pretty sterile.
No, I think the same as Bruce's now. Look, hang on. Oh Lord. Yeah,
there's some floor there. Yeah, you can see some floor.
Hey, you got the pendle lift going. That's
Yeah. There's a pendle lift. Yeah, so everything's got a place. Everything's got sort of everything's got its own place.
Well, at least everything's
it's
in
on the floor.
shed,
at least.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's what I call work in progress.
Yeah.
It
just shows you're busy.
Oh, I'm busy. All right. Look a bit low.
Yeah. Nice. Very good, Mick.
It's working. Well, Bruce, I do try.
Well, you guys have to know I'm retired, right? I mean, I got the time.
Yeah, I hear you.
I only got the shed last.
But Boneyard's thinking about doing his own live stream at some point. Just don't know what day or time. Don't want to step on anyone else's toes. What I would say is, Boneyard, just hit the button. If it's the same time as me, it's the same time as me. It don't matter, mate.
Okay.
Everyone has the opportunity to push that button as and when they like. So don't worry about stepping on toes. If people don't like it, just tell them to go stuff themselves. Yeah. You got to grow your own channel and do your own thing. That's all I will say. Don't worry about time and dates. Just do your own thing.
Definitely.
Simple as that. Rick needs a few more stickers. Yeah, he does. Definitely, he needs a few more stickers up there. As long as there's everything including 10 mils. I don't even know where my 10 mils are, actually. My 10 mil sockets, I ain't got a clue. The only one I've got left is the one that Henry gave me. I don't want to know where it is. Apart from that, do you know what? The other day I was looking for 11/16 socket. I couldn't find it. I had my box apart. I couldn't find it. I was looking over the floor, everywhere. I couldn't find it for love nor money. 2 days later, I found it on the end of my impact gun. That's where it was.
There you are.
But it's before you shed apart to look for something, and then 2 days later you find it.
Yeah.
So now I can't find my impact gun because I threw it up in the garden in a fit of rage.
I'm still looking for my red handle pliers.
No, but I mean, my shop is normally fairly clean, and I blame two people. I blame Bruce and I blame Mick, because
Klaus, I have seen your workshop. Your workshop is like an operating theatre. Yours is like nice shiny table. Everything's got a place. I'm just expecting you to walk in with a mask on, an operating gown, and some rubber gloves on. That's where I see you. Yours is like
you only saw it after I cleaned it. No, but what I mean is, and this is actually to me in the beginning when I started doing this, I was messing things up. I had a bench that was completely full of trash and tools, but I saw Bruce do his cleanup, and what he did was he took the camera and he showed it Micks Mowers clock, and he said it only took 15 minutes. So I decided after that, whenever I'm done doing something, before I go into the house, I will take my 15 minutes, and you know what? Amazing.
Who's got washing in the washing machine that's finished?
Huh?
Oh, washing machine. Well, what I would say to that is that I would require possibly more than 15 minutes. I would probably require about 15 days to sort mine out.
But then after that, it would take 15 minutes every day.
Yeah.
But you've got Riley, and that's sometimes you just have to scoot and go. You know, Kimberly is here. Kimberly's here, but she's not here every day, Nick.
Trust me, there are some workshops. There are some workshops that I wouldn't even eat a cup of soup or a sandwich off, and my workshop is one of those. I wouldn't dare eat food really. I have a meal. But Klaus's workshop, darn me, you could even have silver service in Klaus's workshop. It's that blooming sterile. You could have silver service in there.
Food directly on the surface.
It doesn't beat Bruce's, does it?
Well, I changed my name to Bruce's Shop because the shop is actually 40% of the video. So that's why I changed my name.
Yeah.
But I actually thought I should have changed it to Bruce's Small Engine Recovery. That would have been because I don't fix them, I recover them.
That's actually not bad, Bruce. Maybe you should do a new name again. I mean,
I can. It's easy to do.
In Klaus's shop, it isn't a 10-second rule; it's a 10-minute rule. If you drop something.
Thanks, Henry.
You see, the only person, as far as I'm concerned, who has a get-out clause of not having a tidy workshop is actually Lawnmower Detective, because his shop is about 14 square miles. You know what I mean? So, to be fair, by the time he goes from one end of his shop to the other, 24 hours has passed, and it's time to go to bed. So he's the only reason. He's the only reason why he shouldn't have a tidy shop. But I will say he needs to do more videos because he's not pumping the video content out. He's now spending more time eating donuts and going on people's live streams.
That's true.
Definitely.
He's got the
I'm
good
waiting on my
donuts.
hover around to get here so I can get from one end of the shop to the other.
I'd like to see a video of your shop. I have not, and I should go look.
Yeah, I've got a shop tour there. That was my first one you could see there.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a nice shop. It really
There's
is.
sections.
Well, thank
like,
you.
what?
It was a bit quiet tonight.
I apologize, but is it a Kwanzaa?
Hello, Stuart. Yeah.
No, it's a stick-built
Wood building.
ranch style. Yeah. Got
Mine is.
three bays.
Pardon me. You got 3-phase power?
No, 3 bays.
Oh, 3 bays. Oh, 3 bays. Oh.
Yeah, it's just a two-car garage on one end, and then there's a 30 by 30 space in the middle, and then there's a 14 or 16 foot by 30.
Stop! I'm jealous.
On the end.
So you live out of town, right?
Yeah,
You live out.
basically.
Yeah.
Well, Mr. Detective is the only man I know that actually has his very own chainsaw sharpening station. Mine's over there. Mine's over there on the shelf. It's actually just in a bag. He's actually got his own table just for sharpening chainsaws. His own table just for doing carburetors. His own chainsaw just for doing pull cord assemblies. He's got about 15 tables for different things. It's crazy.
It's actually one.
What can I do?
And that is different. That's different.
The problem is, Bruce. The problem is by the time he gets his pull cord off of the shelf and goes over to his pull cord assembly station, the pull cord is pulled out. It's 35 miles long. So he's got to go and recall it all. That's the problem.
And it gets wrapped up in the wheels of the hover round too.
It's the same length on the reel as it is on the floor.
It's actually the only thing I don't. It's actually the only thing I don't do in my shop is sharpening chains. It's the only thing I won't do.
Why not?
Oh, really? Why?
First of all,
sharpening chains.
Well, I mean, if you want to do it right, you got to have the machine, right?
I disagree.
No, not according to Mick.
No, I disagree. No, in fact, I disagree that strongly. And for your outrage, you're being dropped. No, I can't have that. No, if you're just going to sit there and talk about doing it by machine, then you can just sit down there and think about what you just said.
Let me say something here.
I've seen many videos not using
Mick,
the machine.
I appreciate it, what you said about learning how to sharpen the chainsaw by hand, because that machine that I bought, I sharpened 4 chains with it, and it's a piece of crap.
Oh.
Okay, so I'm going to learn how to sharpen them by hand. Yeah.
What you need...
Instead of sharpening it using a machine, oh come on, man! What's up with you?
Do you know what you need? You need a stiff neck like mine, and you grab the tool, and you can't move yourself around, and you just put it on the tooth and push, bring it back 3 times, right? And then it's on a vise, so you can rotate the chain, and you just turn it around and do it again.
Is that called stiff necking a chain?
Yeah.
Nah, just
You just need half
As you read it there.
But it works. I've had good luck with hand sharpening. And then I take cut a big thick piece of wood to see if you've got shavings, and you're not veering left or right.
Yeah.
The only reason I do it by hand and always have done is because I used to, as I've said before, I used to work in a forestry commission environment out on the railway. So I was always out on site using chainsaws. And the best tool I've got is actually a stump vise. So you actually bang into a vise with a hammer, bang, or with your axe, bang it into a stump, put your chain and put your bar in there, do it up. And just most chainsaws just require tiffling, just a general stroke just to get them back to where it should be. So I like to run the file through, and you can always gauge by your first or second stroke on the tooth as to how much work the chain actually requires. So some tooth might only want 3 just to keep it nice and even, but the reason your chainsaw may be failing is because you've hit something, a stone or whatever. And it's just one tooth is particularly bad. So you can tiffle it up with your 2 or 3 strokes going through 30 degrees, 10% rise. And then you get to that one tooth that is actually causing you all the problems. And you can give that one a bit more of a dressing and cure it. But has anyone seen these fandangled sharpeners that you put on the end of the bar and you dig it into a tree and just rev it? Yeah. Anyone seen one of them?
Well, but they take off. Don't they take off the top of the chain instead of the actual curl?
I have no idea, Bruce. But as anyone would know, that's got half any common sense with a chainsaw. You don't just sharpen the tooth. You have to grind down your risers too, and your anti kicks. Otherwise, your kicks are just going to stand above the tooth, and you'll never cut anything. So I don't know how a device that you just literally put on the end of a bar, put it in, and that will grind your risers down and grind your teeth at the same time to the exact angle, to the exact drop or height to get it all done. I'm not a fan, and anywhere where you see sparks coming out of something like that, I'm a bit dubious.
Well, I mean, I have these guys that comes in and they do professional wood cutting, and I maintain their saws for them. And there's no way I can sharpen their chains so they like them. I mean, it's not possible. You can get the best machine and all that, and all they say is, no, it's not right, and they bring out their own file and and now it's good. So I simply decided if you want a chain that is better than what you have, you can buy a new one. If you want a good one, buy a steel one. Because
Henry might agree with me on this one, but I got my first chainsaw in 1978. I think. Were you even alive, Mick?
1978, Bruce. I don't want to say picture the scene, but my mum's legs were pretty much up at right angle, and I was just about popping out going, take her easy.
And it was one of those awful little yellow McCullochs.
Yeah. McCullochs. Oh.
My first one was about that, but it was a steel, and it didn't have the brake lock on it. It just
none of them did then, eh? Yeah.
Yeah, the kickback lock.
Well, these 2 home lights I'm doing now, these 2 home lights don't even have a rubber handle. It's just steel all the way around,
you got white fingers.
I'm gonna get them. I'm gonna get those things running.
Yeah, you got white fingers for a week after using them.
That's right.
Yeah.
Steve Small Engines is saying he's got a couple of videos on his playlist on how to sharpen chainsaws, and without a doubt you would take umbrage to that because Steve does a lot of chainsaws, and he knows his stuff. So I take nothing away, but you're always going to find somebody that says that's not how I do it. I do it different to that because that's how I sharpen my saw, and I consider. Anyone with a chainsaw is very similar to anyone that uses woodworking chisels. Is that exactly that? If you've got a good set of chisels, then only one person would sharpen them. My dad had a good set, and he would never let me sharpen his chisels because only he knew how he liked his chisels sharpened at the correct angle and what have you. So there's many different ways. I have seen this other device on a Dremel tool where people are poking a Dremel tool in there now and giving it some of that as well. But you never seem to really get the, in my opinion, the right sort of pitch on that. But I
had one of those. And it was sorry, Mick. I had one of those, and it ran off 12 volts. So you could be in the country cutting trees, plug it into your truck battery with clips, and you. But I found that I just took off too much of the tooth. Like I used up 2/3 of the chain. I used up too much of the chain in one trip. You're buzzing that notch back too far because it's too easy.
I'm just going back into the chat for a minute. Just go back into the chat for a second.
All right, Spartan, that's fine.
Spartan.
So
I've actually noticed a lot of people
Has any of you tried that?
Oh, hang on, Rick. Hang on, Rick. Spin. Go on, Rick. There you go. Go on, Rick.
Yeah, I've actually noticed a lot of people tighten the chain too much on the chainsaws, and they end up burning the bar out.
Yeah.
I've had that with a couple of chainsaws. They tighten the.
And
where they wear the bar one side out. Yeah.
Say again, Stewie. You're very loud, Stu.
Oh, sorry. All right, hold on. I'll turn myself down.
No,
anyway,
it's better.
You can hit a stone with a chainsaw because the log is laying on the ground.
Hello.
Good evening, gentlemen. Good evening.
How you doing?
How about that, Mick?
Say again, mate. Yeah, that's better, mate. Yeah, that's better. I can hear you now properly. Yeah.
How about that? Yeah, isn't that what's the guy right hand side, the far right there? You say where's the bar out? Yeah, it's usually if you change.
I didn't get that, Stu. You're a bit glitchy my end, Stu. So it might be me. So say it again, buddy.
No, I didn't get.
No, it's hollow.
I didn't get it. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's mine, Mick.
Yeah.
My end, Mick.
Say it again, buddy.
Has it to do with the chain wearing the bar down one side due to if you're right-handed or left-handed, it's usually very heavy-handed, sharpening the teeth too short one side of the chain. Is that possible?
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
So what you're talking about? What you're talking about is where you get uneven wear, and this is part of it as well. You see, and this is why I disagree with using a machine like Lawnmower Detective's got, because you get on your chain you've got two ends, okay, effectively to your bar, yeah, like so, yeah. You've got the groove in the middle where your chain sits, your runner, and you've got two guides either side that keep your chain in place, and one could be higher than the other. And that will tip your chain over, and also that will affect the chain to cut crooked. So this is why I always, it's not just about when you sharpen a chain, you should also maintain the bar at the same time, because the bar is just as critical as the chain. If you don't clean that gully out, you don't grease your sprocket up, you don't flat file your burrs off, you don't rotate the blade after every sharpen. You should technically rotate the blade to get even wear, although some bars don't allow you to do that. And then you should also file down and check for squareness of your runners. That's all part and parcel of your chainsaw maintenance, because it don't matter how sharp you get that chain. If your bar is cooked, your bar is cooked. It's got a kink in it or a slight twist in it, then your bar is done. So looking after your bar is just as important as doing your chain, without a doubt. And I have seen lots of people come in with chainsaws. Can you just sharpen it, mate, please? It's not doing its job. You take the bar off and you can go round and roundabout with it. It's absolutely knackered, you know. So chainsawing with a machine or with a machine, the machine will not take into account any defects in the bar. That's down to you to do that. That's an extra job. But I have always done my chains in a vise or in a stump vise, and just you can feel it when you run that file through the first time. You can feel how much you need to take off, how much material, and you can back off on your second or third stroke. You can back off a little bit.
Yeah.
Just to ease it through, you know. So it all depends. Someone said a new file is all you need, possibly, but if you twist your file as you're sharpening, you're getting even wear on your file as well, rather than just leaving your file fixed and running it through. If you twist your file at the same time, you're getting, because your file is actually a spiral. You actually see it's got a spiral to it, and you'll see it cut nice and even as it goes through.
It's just like a butcher or a meat cutter with a steel. He only has to do it 4 times, and then puts the steel down, and away he goes, and then he picks it up in 3 minutes and does it again. Right? It's just a tiny bit.
Has any of you tried the steel tool? They have this.
Yeah. Also, guys.
Okay, I've just found the best comment in the live stream 2021 to date. The best comment is that one there. We only had one chainsaw in the slaughterhouse, and I sharpened it by hand. That's the best comment I've ever seen.
Brilliant.
I think when you're doing your chainsaw, just to give you a bit of guidance, I shot loads of chainsaws. It's to see what the wood's coming out of your chainsaw. Just examine it and see what the wood chippings are that's coming out of your chainsaw. Will give you a good guide of whether you're sharpening your chain or not correctly.
Yeah, definitely. Mark Davis says, "Who's that guy in the hat?" There's 2 of hats on. You got Mr. Lawnmower Detective.
He's
there. Oh, it's 3 there. You got him.
Yeah.
He's actually a police officer, so mind what you're saying. You've also got Grandad. Where's Grandad? There he is. There's Grandad. There's Grandad. Hi, Grandad. There he is. There's Grandad.
And you got Dick.
And you've also got who else got hat on?
Dick. No, Dick's got a woolly hat on, hasn't he?
I've got a woolly hat on.
Yeah, he's got woolly hat on.
There you go.
Am I correct in thinking that says ransom on it?
He does, yes.
A medium bastard for a bar, and 2 round files and a 3/16 round. Exactly that. Yeah, that will get you out of most pickles, Arch. Don't forget, you also require your depth gauge as well. Let me get a depth gauge. Hang on.
Yeah, I put all that stuff on my.
Yeah, you get the rakers are just as important as the tooth.
Yeah.
Let me get this out.
What's called sending depth gauge?
Say again, Stu.
Well, the important depth gauge. If the depth gauge is not correct, you won't put anything, will you? Doesn't matter.
Exactly that. So what I use, I've got 2 free files. I've got my standard files there. One of the guy, and the guy would tell you your right angles, what you require, and your depths. Standard hand file as well. I use that a lot. Your flat bastard. That's not a swear word. That's what it's called. Flat bastard one, and also your depth gauge. Now this will do multiple jobs. Most important job is checking your depth of your runner there, the little tiny pick, and that checks your depth of your guide, and also the little bit on the end is not just a measuring tool; it's for cleaning out your guide as well. You can then put this side onto the top of your chain, and that will then grind off with your bastard file. That will then grind off your risers as well on top of your chain as well. So you can then check your pictures as well. And all that stuff on there. So you only want a little tiny toolkit. This is a steel one, not affiliated. I think I got that from work.
The big factory.
Mick, you have OEM tools, do you?
It's not stolen. It's just a permanent loan. That's all it is.
When I retired, I had my tool pouch and a box in my hand. And the director was going to come down and shake my hand and thank me for the 33 years of service. And he looked down and he looked up at me and he said, "Yeah."
Yeah, exactly that.
Good one.
Okay. So a question is, in your opinion, what is the most important piece of equipment you should have with your chainsaw? What's the most important piece? We'll go round. Scotty, you go first. Most important bit of equipment with a chainsaw?
For maintenance, you mean?
Just full stop. We'll go round. Scotty first.
I'd say chain oil.
Chain oil, good one. What about you, Bruce?
3/16 file on a standard saw.
Oh, good one. What about you, Mr. Detective?
I'm going to go with Bruce because he's way older than I am.
Fair enough. Fair enough. What about you, Rick?
Yeah, Rick? Safety hat.
A safety hat. Oh, that's a good one.
Safety
what about
hat.
you, Tim?
That's a good one, man.
What about you, Tim?
Make sure you got the right sharpening tools. Make sure you got the right sharpening tools.
Yeah. What about you, Henry?
I'd say if you're going to own a chainsaw, you better have all the safety equipment that's needed.
Yeah, good answer. Good answer. What about you, Stewie?
Yeah.
I think it's the person on the chainsaw that's using it is the most important thing to me.
Okay, no worries. What
Oh.
about you, Klaus?
Premix non-ethanol fuel.
I knew you'd get technical. What about you, Dick?
I'm going to say, aside from the ticket for running the chainsaw, personally would be the file to sharpen it.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. I just thought I'd ask. Because obviously lots of people here use chainsaws and whatever. I just thought I'd ask that question. My most important piece of kit I think you should have with a chainsaw is a first aid kit. That's the
No, my turn. If you have if you're running for a first aid kit when you're using a chainsaw, you aren't going to be running to the first aid kit.
Common sense.
Well, I mean,
You need more than
all I will say to you is, Bruce, is that I've got a big collection of a chainsaw kit. Comes in a big duffel bag. I've got your 360 felling trousers. I've got your 3/4 climbing trousers. All the harnesses. I've got all the kit. I've got everything. Although saying that, it's probably a little bit tight. A little bit. I think that kit has since shrunk a little bit because it's not quite as snug as it used to be. Anyway, but I was using a chainsaw one day on a shooting estate, and my keeper used that big old Husqvarna, and it had no brake on it. The brake was broken. Simple as that. I said, that's no good, is it? I can't use that. Oh, you'll be all right. So anyway, about 2 hours later on, I was on my way to A&E to have both my kneecaps sewn up because both the chains had gone through both my trousers onto my knees. And if it wasn't for a little tiny clip-on belt first aid kit going onto my belt, I would have been in serious trouble. Who you got there? What's going on here? You're supposed to be self-isolating, you lot. What's going on over there? And a little tiny party over in Ireland. Look at them. Hey up, captain's on deck. Captain's on deck. Check out, we're having the rave. Check him out.
This
The rave's
is
going on.
It's a YMCA gang, isn't it?
My lord. We've got a blinking rave going on.
That's nice.
One of your alarm
Is that what
friends was asked about the steering wheel. I can tell you about the history of the steering wheel. Can you hear me, Mick?
Is that one on the right hand side? Is he a Gardaí? He's got a reflective vessel. It's like a Gardaí.
That's a safety salad.
Oh.
Well, they talk more than Rick.
That's the brother.
That's the brother. Okay.
Ship ahoy! We got Captain Birdseye. We got Captain Birdseye in the house. There's Captain Birdseye.
Oh, he got a hold of one of your hats.
Can you hear me, Mick? I'll cover my head again.
Oh, Captain Birdseye in the house. There you go.
Hey, did
one of
Rick
your
give me
mates was asking about the steering wheel in Mick's background. The steering wheel up there. The steering wheel. There's a lot of history attached to that. It was off my father's It was off my father's fishing boat. The name of it was Florage. It was built in Arbroath, Scotland in 1955 of larch and oak. And there was a Gardner engine.
I wasn't born then. 1955. I wasn't born. I think Bruce was about.
Well, I wasn't born.
He was a young man.
I was born in 1973. But the boat had a lot of history to it. It was the mail boat for Tory Island in County Donegal to bring the mail and supplies, food supplies out to Tory Island.
Cool.
And fantastic.
Marlena Dietrich, and the boat left here from North County Dublin. We sold it in I think it was 2009, and it went to Maryport. And this fella at Maryport had brave ideas of converting it to a houseboat. And 2 years, I think it was either last year or the year before, it was scrapped in Maryport. It sprung a leak and sank in the marina. But I had an awful lot of history.
65 years.
I fished on the boat. I fished on the boat with my father from 1992 to 2005. We stopped fishing because there was nothing wrong with the boat, but the Irish government brought in new rules to deal with fishing boats. It's like a code of practice type of rule.
Right.
Same as a thing, a car or a taxi to have to go through every so many years, but every 4 years you'd have to what do you call it? Put it through a survey. But because the boat was over 15 meters, it cost something like 20,000 to put it through the survey. So we opted to go. We bought 2 smaller boats and shifted the license off that boat onto 2 smaller boats. The survey goes through every 4 years.
Good stuff.
But it doesn't. You don't have to pay out so much money for the survey compared to the foot survey and the bigger boat.
The bigger boat. That's very interesting.
But
yeah, wow.
Very interesting.
Yeah, cool. Well,
we can show you pictures another time on his phone of the boat that the wheel come off. But there's an awful lot of history attached to that wheel. So that wheel, that's not the original wheel. It's about 30 years of age, that wheel. But the original wheel would have been double the size of that.
Oh yeah!
Wow!
And
cool.
The original wheel would have worked the boat on chain steering. But when that wheel went on, it was hydraulic steering.
Right.
So
took less effort.
There's something different for you. Because
thank you.
Thank you.
I was watching this out in the kitchen, and Ricky wasn't saying much, so I thought I'd butt in. And I'm the one that eats all the sweets.
You did good.
Yeah.
Excellent.
So, I'd like to get back to your live stream.
Yeah, buddy boy.
My name is Derek, by the way.
Pleased to meet you, Derek. Nice to meet you.
Take care, mate.
See you, lads.
Take care.
Take it easy. Take it easy.
That was great.
Fantastic. There you go.
Nice. Yeah. Bit of
What do
history.
you do with
Nice bit of heritage, yeah. Poor old Rick's like, beam me up, Scotty. In you, Rick. Bless you.
Hang on. No, the codes aren't working. Sorry about that.
He's just been lynched. I had a comment up here a minute ago. Where'd that comment go? So what's his name? Klaus. I have a question for him. Mark has a question. Cruz. I beg your pardon. I don't know. What was the question there? Oh, there's no question there. Lawnmower Detective. Lawnmower Detective. Why don't you say anything? Should give the place up to somebody else. It's very hard. It's very hard to keep the panel going. Yeah. And try and get involved, especially with the internet glitch. I know that Rick has got a little bit of internet glitch his end, and Stuart's got a little bit too. So it is very hard to try and keep the streams going as best we can. We've got Nicky Walsh in the house. How you doing, Nicky Walsh? Nice to see another fellow Irishman over there. Nice to see you, Nicky boy.
Hi, Nicky.
Hope you're doing very well indeed.
Yeah, okay.
Nice to see you. So what have you been up to, then, Dick? You been up to much, buddy boy?
I've been always very busy, but occasionally productive is my motto. I've got a few machines up and running. I've got a few in. It's always busy, but like I say, occasionally productive.
I like that.
I see your comment earlier on. I see your comment earlier on, Dick. So you couldn't even get up. Couldn't even get in the basement.
I couldn't, mate. I was trying. I've been trying for about half hour.
Well, it's quite a proper little stream. Is this? I mean, they don't give me no more than about 8 or 9 up here.
Yeah.
But it can be quite difficult. So, what have you been working on, then, Stu? Anything good?
Yeah, I was just waiting to ask me because I've just been waiting to show you photographs. So if you want to put me on, I'll show you the usual. I'll
Mate,
show you what
I'll put you on, mate. There you go. Have that. Oh, sorry, that's the wrong button.
Oopsies.
That's a mower I've got on the bench at the moment. I've just taken the cylinder out of it.
Oh, whoa.
And there's another one, another cylinder mower. At the moment, I'm just doing the regrinds. I'm taking cylinders out for regrinds to go to the local shop near me. And that's what I'm doing at the moment. I'm doing the Quocaster Classic and the Ethco mower. I've done all of these, all there, all out now. So that's contracting guy now. Yeah, and that's it, Mick. That's what I'm working on at the moment. I was working on them today.
Cool.
Henry, bless you.
I'll be right back. You can put me out if you want. I'm going to go grab a sandwich.
Oh yeah, what is that a liquid sandwich? Is that a liquid sandwich?
Not today, no. Not today.
Got a sandwich right here.
A barley sandwich.
Yep.
All right, I'll be back in 2. You can leave me up or down or whatever you like.
Before we get too busy, I think it's about time. Shall we have a guess what it is, gang?
Oh,
yes. Let's do that, then. So for those of you that are not familiar, guess what it is.
Hold on, why is Bruce not leaving? Why is Bruce not leaving?
I'm hanging in there.
I will. I'll put a picture up on the old screen here. All you got to do in the chat is you got to guess what it is, and if you guess what it is, then you can win some of Micks Mowers cheap and tacky tack, which I've had made really cheap. You can win some of that, and we go from there. I've got a couple here which we could possibly use. I'm gonna use that one as well. This one may go quite quick. I think it will, to be fair.
You didn't get that.
The other one may. The other one may. No, I didn't. The other one may take a bit longer. We shall see. So the first one, I think will go quite quick. But we shall see. So let me share the screen out. Where's my share screen? There's there. So I'll share the screen. All you lot jump over the other side for me, please. All go and jump over there. Away you all go. In a minute. There you go. So the first one I've got here. Don't forget your answers have got to be in the chat. Nice. Hi, Kathy. How you doing, darling? Nice to see you. Thanks for coming in. Nice to see you two still haven't handed out pink wrenches. No, not yet, babe. Not yet. I'll give you a blue one in a minute. Not a problem. So the first one, heads down, bums up, and let me know what that is there, please. If you know what that is, put it in the chat. Feel free, and you can be the owner of a Micks Mowers sticker, keyring, or bottle opener. No pens at the minute. Let us know what that is. It should go quite quick, I would have thought.
I haven't got a clue.
I went sideways.
Is it a bird bath? No, it's not a bird bath. No. You Ryan? No, it's not.
You Ryan.
If you know what it is, put it in the chat. I am only running my StreamYard chat at the moment. Bottom of a tiller? No, it's not a bottom of a tiller. Is it a mirror? No. Is it a steering coupler? No. Hang on, this is chatting a bit. Is it a handle? Is it a hand drill? It is, Benedict, but I want a bit more information, please. It is some kind of drill. What sort of drill is it, please? It is a hand drill, but I want to know what sort of drill it is. Is it a shoulder support for a hand drill? I will give you that. I think, Tim Palmer, I will give you that.
Yeah.
It's not actually a shoulder support, although you could if you were actually quite small. It's actually called a chest or breast drill. Is what it's called.
Oh, okay.
Let me show you the picture of it. I thought it'd go quite quick.
Screw.
There you go.
So
you actually put it into your chest, into your chest or breast, and you pedal it forward.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
okay.
That's a nice.
So thank you very much,
I've
Tim.
That's a machine.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, hell yeah. A shoulder drill would have done. Yeah, definitely shoulder drill would have done it.
That's right.
Oh, hang on, Rick's fallen down. There's Rick. Rick fell off the planet. Tim, you want the prize, yeah?
Yeah, I want the prize.
Good for you.
I'll take another key.
All right, email me up, mate. Email me up. Okay.
No problem.
Email me up, baby. Boom. Brace and bit drill. Okay. Let me get the other one up, and this is the next one I have. This may take a little bit longer. Here's the next one. All jump to one side for me. And here's your next picture. Just Heather.
What the?
Right.
Now, I find this helps if I do that.
No.
No? So there's your next one. Feel free to let me know what that is. Congratulations. I can't be here, but I can wait. Is it a flywheel? No, it's not. Is it a water pump impeller? No, it's not. Is it a Husqvarna wheel? No. A water pump impeller? No. An impeller? No. Propeller? No. An engine cover? No. A broken impeller? No. A Black & Decker drill? No.
Let's see it again.
You'll see it when I'm good and ready, young man.
Yes, sir.
Is it a fan? I'm joking. Is it a leaf blower fan? No. Is it a mixer? No. Is it a string cutter? No. Is it a fan? No. Blade fan? A seed dispenser? No. A fly mill flywheel? No. A fan blade? No. A fan on a flywheel on a fly moat? No. Is it a mick thing? Yeah, it definitely is. Is it a seed spreader? No. A cement leveler? No. A vacuum intake fan? No. Show it again, please. You're the second one to ask. Yeah, no worries. Is it a salt spreader? No. Bruce's missing players? No. Bruce's missing pliers? No. Show it again. Is it a turbo? Is it a corn grinder? No. Do you want me to show it again then? Let me show it again.
I keep the other YouTube. I keep the other live stream up and muted, and I went back and had a look, and everybody's right.
There you go.
There it is. Yeah.
It's a Husqvarna thing.
It looks like a Husqvarna thing.
Yeah, it does.
It's not. Bruce, Bruce, if you want to say Husqvarna, at least say it properly, please.
Husqvarna.
Thank you. Is it a cement leveler? No. A vacuum intake, a salt spreader. Is it Bruce's pliers? No. An apple peeler, a turbo, what's that? No. Is it an air conditioning fan? No. Is it a saw tamper? No. Is it? Oh, that jumped. A potato peeler? No. Is it a cherry pitter? No. Is it a soil spreader? No. Is it? What's that say? Is it an idiot catcher? Well, it's caught a few in here tonight. Is it a sand picker? No. Is it a turbo? A mixer? Is it a home light? Hello, double wide 6 not to see a Bob. Hope you're doing well. No, it's not a home light. Is it a bottom of a mower deck? No. Is it a vacuum hose? No. A weed counter cover? No. Is it a spreader? No. A flywheel wrench? No. Is it a fly mill impeller? Does Stuart just work on mowers, or does he maintain his own helicopters? Yeah, he mainly does Chinooks and Sea Kings. He's actually got his own. He's actually got his own bucket. He's actually got his own Buckingham Palace 1. He bought it from Trump. Is it an egg poacher? No. Is it a grain feeder? No. Is it small engine related? No, it's not. I'll show it again. I think I might have got you lot on this one. You're going to kick your ass when you find out what it is.
Food mixer. Oops. I should type that in.
There you go.
It's that bit in the middle which is throwing me off, because it
does it help if I do that? Does that help?
No.
Does that help?
Not really.
Yeah, I got it now.
A little bit, but not much. What the hell is that?
It's a small engine,
where are we? How far do we get? Is it a horse stripper? No. A cable stripper? No. A potato peeler? A corn grinder? High double wide 6? A handle for a drill? Is it a food mixer? No. Is it an ashtray? No. Is it a grass? What was that? Grass something? Where'd that go? Is it a grass seeder? No. Can Stuart service my Rolls Royce? No, he only does Bentleys. Is it a seed spreader? Is it Micks hair comb? I don't know about you, but I don't want a hair comb for me. Is it a vintage toy? No, it's not. A seed spreader? Is it a strimmer? No. Is it a donut? What was that? Donut something? Is it a donut mixer? No, it's not. Is it a water wheel? Do you know what? I'm going to give that to you. Mr. Jason Summers. I'm going to give that to you, Jason.
There you go.
Because,
The one thing
it is very similar to a water wheel.
Was it like a turbine?
If I say it's like a water wheel, what's that got to do? What's that got to do with coffee grinding? Let me find a picture. There's a picture.
Turbine.
Now that the suspense is over, I'm going to go grab something to eat.
Yeah. All right, Bruce. All right. Right. Here we go then. So share the screen out, and here is your mystery prize. Here's your mystery object. It is actually a water sprinkler.
It's a vintage one.
One of those posh English lawn sprinklers. Yeah.
I don't know why Stuart didn't get that.
It's one of them. It's one of them posh ones. Stuart sent it to me. So congratulations. Congratulations to you, Jason Summers. Let me just grab my email address for you, buddy boy. There's my email address. Feel free to email me up, mixmowers01@gmail.com, and you are the winner of that prize there. Just make sure you say I'm the winner of the water sprinkler and let me know what it is you want, buddy boy.
Hey, I see you out there, Doc.
So there you go. I think I've got one more. I have to file my emails up. So you guys talk amongst yourselves. Let me file my emails up. I've just got to get this other picture sorted out. I've got one more to do. I'll try and find this other one I had. What do I do with that? I've had lots of people email me this week. Micks Mowers. Where's Micks Mowers? I've got one more to do. I don't know how to get rid of my Twitter stuff. I had a blinking thing with Twitter.
There you go, Trump.
Yeah, let's have that one. Let's have that one there, shall we? So I'll blow that one up. We'll blow that one up. In fact, let me save that. Let me save that one up. I've got one more we can have. Let's put that in number 8. Save that into number 8, and then we go back to what it actually is. I think that's it there. Let me just load this one up. If it's the same one. Eventually when it loads. Feel free to talk amongst yourself, people, whilst I do this. Feel free to talk amongst yourself.
That's going to give you a headache, Stuart. It's going to give you a headache.
Oh, I don't want to load that phone.
You'll need the big hammer.
Boing.
What are we laughing at?
I don't know.
You said to entertain ourselves next week.
The hand's back. The hand's back.
Is that someone that uses a chainsaw?
Yeah. Misfired of the chainsaw.
Exactly. The first attempt of trying to sharpen it with a file.
The person's using
Technical difficulties.
Ow!
I just need the desk. That's about order. Don't do it.
Why won't that load up, man?
Hey Tim, you've got a
Don't
good
wanna
crop of
load.
hair. Have you got me, son?
Yeah, mate.
Say again.
Nah, send me some if you want.
Distribution of hair. Nice.
You're saying I've got a nice head of hair.
Yeah, you bloody have it.
Well, I can't go anywhere without this police brutality following me around. Thanks, Jeff Maple.
Hey, Bruce, what's on the sandwich?
No
You don't want to know.
Ah,
It's a survival sandwich. PB and it's
Peanut
PB and PB and J.
yeah, there you go. That's good stuff.
Peanut butter and jelly.
You bet. And water.
You haven't got that one with the middle finger, have you?
Dave was at the morgue.
You haven't got one with the middle finger.
Yeah, Henry.
Well, I'm really glad we talked about chainsaws today because I'm getting back into two-strokes.
That's good, Bruce.
Good man, Bruce. And Bruce, and so you should be, Bruce. So you should be.
Yeah, you know, there's such a huge part of the small engine community that you gotta get involved.
Hell yeah.
I just can't yank. If they don't start after 30 yanks, they won't start after 50.
Okay. Here is
Peter Kane, you're killing me. Hey, Dave.
Turn your YouTube off, Dave. Turn your YouTube off, Dave, mate. YouTube is on, buddy boy. Turn your YouTube off. So we're going to go for the last guess what it is. Make sure Dave's YouTube turned off. Is it off, Dave? Yeah, I think it is now. Yeah. Okay, so the last guess what it is of a night. Have a little go on this one here. See what you think. Some of you may get it. Possibly. We shall see.
Here we go.
Share the screen.
Challenge.
And here is your last guess what it is for the night.
Oh.
That looks like.
Yeah, but it isn't.
It looks like a piece of metal.
It may go quite quick. We should see. Two strokes are nice and small. They are, but they do hurt your shoulders at times. DR says, "Is it? What was that? Is it a ham sandwich, Bruce? Is it a height adjustment lever? No, it's not. Is it a?
It'd be ironic.
Do you know what? Do you know what? I think it's already gone. It's gone already. I think. Let me double check. Height adjustment. No, it's already gone. No, it's already gone. There you go.
Boom.
Square.
Good for you.
Oh, yes, like a square piece of wood.
Thomas Andrews wrote, "Is it a conker thong?"
That would be disturbing.
That would be very disturbing.
Oh, that's cool.
What is that?
I could use one of those.
It's like a crossbow.
What is it?
I see how it works. Yeah.
That's for making picture frames.
So there you go. Yes, we're doing picture frames, although the angle may be slightly wrong there, Bruce. This may be an attachment you can take out, possibly. But it's a square for woodworking, so it's a vintage one. And again, Stuart sent that over from the archives of his Chateau de la Planque. So cheers for that, Stewie.
Yeah.
Feel free to send me. I think, Dave, I think you've got all of the stuff already, haven't you, or have you not?
Yeah, I do. So go ahead and donate it to somebody.
Oh, Lord, do I have to do that?
There we go.
You can donate a hat.
This will be fun.
I'm gonna have to fire up my YouTube chat because it's gonna go bonkers otherwise, isn't it? YouTube, there it is there. Let me grab that.
Bruce is already on it.
I've got 89 thumbs up and 7 thumbs down. Some people really hate me today. Thank you very much indeed for that. Much appreciated.
Only 7? Only 7?
Only 7, yeah. Apparently you don't get to celebrity status till you hit 10, apparently. So I've got a little way to go yet. So what I need to do now is I need to come out of there tonight. I need to go into that one there. I need to figure out how to do this. Shut that down.
The number's not even been chosen yet, so.
No.
I don't even remember.
Already.
I've got to figure out. How to actually do this now. This is gonna be a pain in the arse, isn't it? Oh, I know what I've got to do. I'll come out. I've got to go into there.
69.
Into there.
Really.
Into there. I was just trying to run as little as possible on my computer, try and make it better. But I think it is actually a bit better tonight, is it not? The old stream is it a little bit better?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, it's a bit more. It may go peculiar yet, but it does seem to be a bit better tonight. I'm going to there. Once that's loaded, I can then go all the way down here, into there,
Saw that, Steve.
into there, into there, into there, into there. Where is it? Into there. Load that up. Save that. Come back into there. Into there. Bring it over. Oh, slow mode has been turned on. Lovely.
At least now we can know where the number's coming into. Right.
Right. Let me get a pen then. I've got a pen. Well, I've got a bit of paper here. How to do that. How many in the house? 71 in the house. We've got 71 gorgeous people in the house, and only 7 of you hate me. And we're going to go for lucky number. That one there, I think. We'll go for that. So, you lot already started, didn't you? Right, away you go. Numbers 1 to 71. Off you go. This is for a chance to win a Micks Mowers keyring, sticker, or bottle opener. Oh, whoa, it's gone. It's gone. Whoa, it's gone. It's gone. It's gone. My lord, you don't know much about it.
Oh,
Lord, where'd it go? Where'd it go? There you go.
What happened?
Mr. Whiteley, you're my winner.
Oh, done.
Number 41. There you go. There you go, Mark.
Boom.
Well done, Mark.
Well done, Mark.
Was courtesy. That was courtesy of the Lawnmower Detective, and thank you for saving my bacon and not letting that run for the next 3.5 hours, because normally it absolutely kills me. That's cool. Let's turn the slow mode chat back off. And if it wasn't for my mate Craig Durbin, I'd never been able to find that. Right, let's turn that off. Let's get rid of that. Pop out chat should now be back. That's now working. So yeah, give us an email then, Mark, please, mate. Let us know what you want. Email is there. Feel free to email me up. There's my email address. Dick Small Engine's trying to come back. So is Stuart. They must have fell off during the Guess What It Is game. There's Dick. He's necking a tin of beer. Well done, Dick. And Stuart's trying to catch up. So what you got in your sandwich, and Bruce? Anything good?
No. It's kind of like MREs for the military. It's just food. A peanut butter sandwich.
Is it a thing where when you make your own sandwich, it never tastes as nice as when someone else makes it? You ever noticed that?
Mrs. P could have brought that sandwich in, and it would have just tasted fantastic. And I made the same thing, and it's like,
Yeah,
yeah, I hear that, and that's what I tell Mrs. P all the time.
I am going to interrupt.
Mrs. P, that if you cook a roast dinner, Mrs. P, it always tastes better.
Yeah, I'm going to interrupt. My Mrs. P is taking in the kitchen. She's taking the laptop in, and she's doing Mexican cooking lessons in the house here today.
Oh, cool!
And it's something we've never had. You know, we've had most Mexican food, but this is really something very different. And,
so no tamales for lunch?
No, it's going to be some kind of a almost eggplant thing. I don't know. It's going to be
good.
Well, that'd be right.
And, this is our first February in Canada in 9 years.
Okay. Yeah.
Normally you're down in Mexico, aren't you? Getting bags down there, aren't you?
Just north of Puerto Vallarta.
Yeah, nice. Thank you very much to Steve Small Engine Saloon. He's hit me with a $10 Canadian chat, which he's now put Bruce to shame. Thank you very much for that indeed, Steve, my old buddy boy. Someone just said in the chat, I think it was Rusty, my old mate Rusty. He says, Scotty, have you worked on that project you were tasked with yet? What was that you were tasked with?
I've got to figure out the best way of doing it. It's to do with Amazon wish lists.
Okay. Hello. We're having a little trip around the old chateau. Look. Through the drawing room.
Out to the carriage house.
Yeah.
Are you headed to the throne room, Stuart?
That's where he does his best work.
Chili says, put peanut butter on the other side, Bruce, and it tastes even better. Apparently, you get mucky fingers.
How about a beard?
Bruce, you gotta make it. You gotta make it. Like, oh, sorry.
No, Klaus, it's not your fault, mate. Trust me, I think we've got a bit of delay each end, mate. So if I cut across you, I'll say, I'm sorry, mate. Go ahead, please. So it's my fault, not yours.
I'm going to say to Bruce, next time we come to Denmark, I'll show you open-faced sandwiches.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, the next time you come to UK, Bruce, I'll let you show me how to buy me dinner.
You know, you would. We almost made it last summer, eh? We almost made it, and then COVID ruined everything.
Yeah.
That would have been great. Tommy says, Stuart. Tommy says, is the helipad on the roof? No. We all know you can't park a helicopter on top of the castle. They have their own landing pad.
It's in the castle grounds.
Yeah. In the garden.
In the courtyard.
Out in the yard.
Bonjour, Mr. Top Conker. How you doing, mate? Nice to see you. Hope you're doing well.
Hey, Conker.
So I am actually hoping. I'm actually hoping that they are slowly talking about in the UK. They're slowly talking about relaxing certain lockdown areas and slowly getting back together. And I truly believe this time they're going to try and get it right. They're not going to let us out until it's time. So they do run a lawnmower agricultural show up in O2 up in the old Birmingham. It's called Saltex. NEC, is it? NEC, beg your pardon. I'm actually, if it's open in time, I'm actually looking at going to that this year if we can get around it. If it's on,
She's very good.
So if anyone, it's a bit like the GIE in America. It's a bit like the GIE. So if anyone in the UK would like to meet up at some point to go up to Saltex and have a little mooch about and grab loads of free stuff, I should probably be looking at getting away with probably a couple of haters, 2 or 3 Hondas, maybe a John Deere tractor to take it home in. That's what I'm going for. So if anyone would like to join me up there, it's just a meet up. We'll probably have a curry, get absolutely smashed out of our heads, and have a good time. Dick Small Engines has already promised to pay for my room for the night, so cheers for that, Dick. Much appreciated.
Absolutely.
And hopefully we'll have a fantastic one. Harry went to it in 2018. Yeah, I'm looking to go. If it's open, I'm looking to go.
Yeah, it's good.
As I say, Dick has
good. I've been there. It's
yeah.
good.
Benedict says I've already missed the model engineering exhibition I go to. It was cancelled. Yeah, I don't know when the Saltex is, but hopefully. We'll get there. Jungle Bob Repair has given me a $5 super chat. Cheers for that, Jungle Bob. Much appreciated, mate. I will put it towards Riley Boy's Kinder Egg Fund because shock news, shock horror. My Riley Boy has run out of Kinder Eggs. He's finally managed to get through them all. He's now done them all. So he's super happy. So feel free to check out my Amazon wish list for Riley Boy. There are some Kinder eggs on there for him. So if you want to buy Riley Boy a little Kinder egg surprise just for his little treat on a weekly basis, feel free to go and check that out. And have I got a link here? Link's in the chat there somewhere, Conk. But I think my basement, my thing's full up. Colin K says, good evening, Mick and everyone on the panel in the chat. Good evening, Colin K. How you doing, my friend? I hope you're doing well. Apparently it's usually around October time, says Harry. Yeah, I'll definitely be going. If we're allowed to go up that sort of neck of the woods, it'd be cool to meet up with people and take the mickey out of each other. Have a right or good day. That'd be really cool.
Mick, I'll drop down in the chat. Come up.
Completely up to you, buddy boy. I'm quite happy with the way the panel's going, but the choice is yours, Mr. Detective. As always, it is an honour and a privilege to have a law enforcement member up on my panel. Just make sure that Bruce, can you just pat him down? Bruce, can you just pat him down before he leaves, man, in case he's got something in his pockets?
I just think you're about to tickle him.
I'll let Conker get up here. I'll still be in the chat. Y'all behave.
You take care.
All right, baby.
Hello, my detective.
Take care, mate. Take
care.
Dave.
Yeah, they're trying to get in there. They're trying to get in the old basement. I keep getting an alert come up. Why that alert is there, not right away where I need it to be? I've got no idea. Colin K, you're saying hello to everybody else. Here comes Conker to you. He's trying to come up.
Here comes
Conker. He's got that t-shirt on again.
Conker's not naked, is he?
He's got
Right, just in the bath.
Oh yeah, no.
Hey!
He's got a pink top on.
Good evening, brethren. How are we?
And how are you? Conker, how are you?
He's got a real bad connection there.
Yeah, you gotta love him, haven't you? You gotta love him.
Nice to see you. How are you? How you doing, Phil?
Yeah. How you doing?
All I will say is that has anyone had anything in the post today? Come, like a parcel. Has anyone had a little? Has anyone had a parcel? Oh, you have, Heavy Conker.
Yeah, it was called yes, and I shan't say on a public stream exactly what you called me.
Do you not have the envelope, Conker?
What the person must think of us, God only knows. 2 top ball bag.
What do you do with that?
Your postie must think, what on earth?
What made it worse, guys? You sent me the wrong bit.
It's a port that counts.
Personally, I find it quite accurate.
Was it comes to
Really?
Did he send you a bit of?
As I've always said, whenever someone wins a sticker, be very, very careful because I have your address, and you never know what I'm going to send you or how I'm going to address it. So always be very, very careful.
Yeah.
It's quite frightening, guys. Quite frightening. What he sends me in the post, you'd be surprised. You will
see it.
What he sends me, apart from the wrong bit. When you ask somebody, can you send me a part, and they send you the wrong bit, and then they misaddress it. What do you think of that?
Whoa. You said to me, all you said to me was, do you have a control panel for a Briggs & Stratton Classic machine? Yeah, I got 2 or 3 down here. I even showed it on the stream, and you said, yeah, that's the one. So I've sent it. Now, it ain't my fault that you've got one with a mechanical governor. You never said that, did you? If you said, yeah, mechanical governor, I would send you a mechanical governor one. But no, you said, no, it's a manual one. So don't go giving it all the big and top ball bag. That's what it's all about.
He's boring me now. He's boring me. What I really need is...
I don't know about you lot, but I do not have a solid gold frame picture in my sitting room. Anyone else got a solid gold picture frame in their room?
No.
Hey, check you out, 24 karat gold picture frame.
Oh, lordy.
Yeah.
How's Mrs. P, mate? I've got to ask you, how's Mrs. P?
Mrs. P, so she's not doing very good. She's all right in herself, as in health-wise. She's okay. But I think she's absolutely scared witless of the images we've all seen.
She's
she's absolutely scared out of her brain that she's going to pass on to her mum. Or the more scary thing I've seen of late. I don't know about any of you guys, and it has been on Facebook, so you got to take it with a pinch of salt. Has anyone seen the posts on Facebook or thereabouts of children and adults with additional needs are having a do not resuscitate put on them because their life is not worth as much as a person of normal ability? Has anyone said that?
No, I haven't. And that sounds absolutely awful.
Oh, that's horrific.
Wrong.
Although I have, as I said to Mick earlier on,
apparently,
if Mrs. P wants anything rubbing in, I'm the man to come along and rub a bit of goose back into her chest if you want. Quite happy.
Well,
so apparently,
anybody who, you know what, anybody who makes a statement like that should be on the DNR list.
Yes, Bruce, absolutely right.
Yeah. I quite agree, Bruce. But I think you know, in the broad aspect of it, you know, it's not a million miles away from where we were a little while ago in America, where they were trying to detect Down syndrome very early on, and effectively it would wipe out the Down syndrome in the community, as in going forward. So I think it falls within that. But what they're saying is if you have a nice little bouncing baby boy like Riley Bum, who gets COVID and is very, very poorly, and you've got a brain surgeon over there who's very, very poorly too, who gets it. I think that's the road they're going down. All I will say is if they choose the brain surgeon, not only will the brain surgeon require A&E attention, so will the consultant that took it off a Riley boy to give it to him, because I'll go in there and kick Mary hell. So,
oh yeah.
What happened? All lives matter.
Every life.
Very true. All lives matter.
Of course, absolutely.
There you go. Benedict White has said, "I've seen that news report to the effect, but it's not fact. He checked it. Okay, mate, no worries, that's fine. But you know what it's like. What is Mrs. P's first name? Her name is Sue. Suzanne. But yeah, she's okay in herself. No temperature. Her sats, I think her sats are fine, and all the rest of it. But you know, she's been in there, seeing people really, really ill, and you've only got to look in a reflection, right, to see what it does. So
it's the unknown.
Hopefully,
it's the unknown, Mick. It's the unknown.
Of course, of course. And as I say, Bruce, hopefully I've inhaled enough stuff in here to actually make me sort of immune to most things in life. If I can run a two-stroke strimmer and a petrol mower in here for 20 minutes and not even batter an eyelid and come out with a whole shed smoked out, I should be immune to most stuff. So
have you seen Bruce wash his hands in carb clean? Yeah.
I'm trying to change.
I do that. Yeah, I do that.
I'm trying to change that.
Yeah, I've got a phone call.
You're right. I should use gloves.
Of course, there you go.
You got no COVID on
anyway,
but
I hate to shut things down, but I have to go. My little 6-month-old great niece is coming over.
All righty.
Oh, fantastic. There you go. All right, Brucey boy. No worries. Thanks for coming in, Bruce. Much appreciated, as always, mate.
Bruce,
you and your family stay safe, mate.
Thank you, everybody. Nice to see you all.
Mick. I was talking to Mrs. H there when we were having some dinner, obviously about you know Mrs. and all the rest of it. She asked me how old you were, and I told her, and she did ask how many newspaper rounds you had.
Gone. You see, the difference is, right, and I'm going to have a comeback for that, but what I'm going to do first, I'm going to put you on mute first before you do any of that, and then bring it back up so you can't say nothing. So what I'm going to say to that is, you see, is that you may say I've had a hard paper round and all the rest of it, but because I don't have those boyish looks, and the reason behind that is very, very simple. Is because people of your age, Conker, have had it handed to you on a plate. It's as simple as that, right? Back in your day, you were able to deliver newspapers via horse and cart. You had a big horse and a cart. You put your papers on the back. Off you go with your horse and pony. Whereas the people of my generation, who have had it a lot harder, we've had to actually carry our newspaper bags on our shoulders. So that's why, my friend, I don't have them boyish look because you had a horse and cart to carry yours.
Listen, mate.
All right,
I don't
Jeffrey. Hey, Jeffrey.
We lived in a hole in the ground. And when the council come along to retarmac the road,
Mick, I've got something for you. I've got something for you.
Say again, Jeff.
Hold
up.
Hold
up. Jeff's got something. Go on, Jeff. Go again, Jeff. You're a bit glitchy, Jeff. What you got there?
I've got something for you here, mate. How's that?
There you go.
A piston compressor.
Yeah,
piston. Yeah, that's the job. Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
Piston ring compressor.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Nice. Nice.
There you go. Fetched ages ago.
So in your day, Conker, I must admit, it must have been harder if you do paper rounds, because obviously your papers were actually made out of wax and wood, weren't they? Your newspapers. Or was it more of an era? Or was it more of an era of Moses, where someone had actually sort of flint stones, had to chisel it out in
I was
rock?
thinking that, yeah.
rolled up
I should rise above all this. I should rise above it, my friend.
I think I rolled up papyrus.
Instead of rising above it, Conker, you could always drop below it. Simple as that. You don't have to rise, you can always go down.
Tail, it's really comfortable down there.
Oh, you crawl sometimes, but crawl.
It's really nice down there, boys.
Apparently, Jason Hughes is saying just 10 more thumbs up for the big 100. So if there is any more thumbs up you've got in your spare pockets, give us a thumbs up. If we get to 100 before the stream is over, that would be absolutely fantastic. Thank you very much for that. Greetings from Missouri, says Bob. How you doing, Bob? Nice to see you. Actually, someone else in the chat, in the panel, he's not says bugger all. Where is he? There.
Who's that?
What are you doing? Why haven't you said nothing?
Been busy, man.
Looks like
don't go give me I've been busy. You've been sat in that blooming armchair for the past hour and not said a blinking bean.
I was just...
Looks like a rough Kevin Bacon, that does.
Thank you,
Have you got that Tecumseh engine running yet or not?
No, not yet. No.
For the love of God! What is going on? You had Grandpa himself. Grandpa was up there last night. He was absolutely badgering you to get on with that, weren't you, Gramps? He was up there. He said, "Get it done." You had the Rooster. He was up there as well. He was saying, "Getting it done." You've had all day, all night. In fact, I've been to bed since then, and you still not got it going yet. What's up with you?
Oh, being lazy.
So you pick on Henry. Henry's a I
can't.
Oh dear. Oh dear, Conker.
Look, Conker, as far as I'm concerned, Conker, you don't have the right to come up here with a T-shirt that looks like a deck chair. All right, you don't have the right to come up here and start saying what's on. It looks like
this T-shirt is famous.
It looks like it looks like you went to Blackpool Beach at the weekend and sat down and someone put a blooming a sunbathing a sun chair on top of your head.
Easy for you to say, wasn't it, mate? Easy for you to say.
Gone. Hello, Tony Curran. How you doing, my friend? Nice to see you. I won't be in this week, Tone. Mrs. P's got COVID, mate. So if I'm booked out on a shift with you, Tone, I won't be in, buddy boy, because I've got isolate for 10 days. So hope you're all doing well at work, buddy boy. But I'll be off for 10 days, mate, until I see you back. Hello, Dirt Rider, mate. How you doing, mate? Nice to see you. So what have you been doing, then, Jeff? I've not seen you for a little while, Jeff. Normally your audio is a bit poor, but have you been keeping okay, mate? You look like you look bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, had a shave, had your ears lowered, looking like you're doing the business. You look a bit like Michael Jackson getting all the big ones. You looking all right?
Yeah, I took my dad out today for first time since last March, Mick. He had his jab. Yeah, he had his jab 2 weeks ago, and I decided to take him out today for the first time in over 12 months. And his little face lit up like a firework. Honestly, it was wonderful, Mick. It was really wonderful.
Fantastic.
Really was.
That's well. There you go. And we all know, Jeff. We all know that you haven't had it easy, Jeff. Yeah, no, I can see you all doled up to the nines.
Yeah,
I can see that. No, cool. Yeah. It's absolutely fantastic. I know you've had it a little bit rough for a little while, which is good. As you all know, I spent the beginning of my week this week actually laying my uncle to rest because he actually passed away with COVID. I actually went. I'd go to a funeral, which was sort of weird because it was sort of nice to see family members that I've not seen for a little while, but when you don't recognise your own cousin because she's got a mask on, you walk straight past her, it gets a bit embarrassing.
Yeah.
But it was a good do, and we had a relatively good time. I'm at Grace's in Crawley. Says Tone. All right, Tone. No worries, mate. That's cool. Thanks for letting me know. Micks Mowers loves the comfy engines. Yeah, well, it happens, Jeff. I don't love the comfy engines. One of these days,
and it's been
one of these days,
David's
actually going to get his comfy engine running.
Yes.
Harry says we got 100 thumbs up. Fantastic, fantastic, good. Right, people. As you all know, 9 o'clock is my time. Okay. However, I need to go because the Mrs. P obviously is not the best. So I want to go and spend a bit of time with her.
Yeah.
2 meters away if I can help it, and give her a bit of love and affection, and see how she's doing. Okay, so I can't eat much more intimate time because Mrs. P will be waiting for me and all that sort of good stuff. So I would like to say thank you very much to everybody that has joined the panel tonight, and also everyone that has come into the chat. If anyone does have a guess what it is, I know that one or two of you have actually sent me some stuff in. If you've got to guess what it is, feel free to email me up on my email, which I'll just put up for you now. There's my email address. Feel free to email me up with your mysterious prize or mysterious object. Let me know what that is. Anyone that's won a prize, if you don't email me, you don't get.
Do I win?
Can I say something? Am I allowed to say something?
Yeah, go on, Jeff. Yeah, go on.
If a chainsaw can cut through bone, it'll cut through wood.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, I'm not sure which way to take that.
I'm the one who sent the slug. I'm the one who sent the slaughterhouse one.
Yeah, I'm with you now. Yeah,
If it cuts
I'm with you now, Jeff. Yeah,
if it cuts through a thigh bone, it'll cut through wood. Not a problem.
Yeah. Okay. What are you going to say, Con?
I've cut a lot of heads off.
That's just dog.
Is it me there? Did I miss something? Sorry.
I've cut a lot of heads off. My old man, Conker.
Sorry, mate. Cutting heads off.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Absolutely right, mate. You lost me a bit there, Jeff, but don't worry, no problem. Help.
I've got hundreds of heads off, mate. Trust me, I have. Hundreds.
I've got one or two in the workshop, but we were paying customers. What were you going to say, Conker?
Was I going to say something? Yeah, I was going to say thanks for having me up on your stream, Uncle Mick.
So thank you very much for coming up. Much appreciated as always.
Oh, mate.
You're bad.
You know.
Mate, I love him like a brother.
What we're going to do without you, Mick, on a Saturday night? What we're going to do without you?
Trust me. One day I'll be overtaken by somebody else and they'll have a better stream than me. To be fair, I put no effort into it. I just push a button and see what happens. So anyway, I have got to go because it's 5:09. Mrs. P's waiting for me, so I'm going to see Mrs. P. And I'll catch you all next week. I've got a few videos coming out on Miss Atco Flymo next week, so look for them. And I should be getting down and dirty in my shed. Conker, if you need me, I'm isolating now for 10 days, so I'll be available for your phone call questions throughout the week. No, don't you'll have 2 or 3 of them. And I'll catch you all the next one. So until then, thank you, Henry. Thank you, Tim. Thank you, Scotty. Thank you, Stewie. Thank you, Dick. Thank you, David. Thank you, Klausy. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Conker. Thank you to Bruce, who popped up as well, and anyone else, a Lawnmower Detective. Thank you to anyone who I've missed. Thank you, Ricks, for coming up too. Much appreciated, mate, and good to catch up with you, with the old man there with his boat and whatever. That was cool. So thank you very much. Look after yourself, stay safe, and I'll catch you all on the next one.
Cheers, mate. Cheers, guys.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, guys.